When did we last ended our game? Please tell me, guys.
I think Sally and Vincent just found out that there's a man at the docks that we need to meet,
Okay.
and I guess we can start where we meet back up at the.
Hospice?
Man, where did we celebrate? Yeah, the hospital.
Okay.
I think that's where we split up, so I guess that's where we'll meet back up again.
Okay.
I think it was the bottom of the Wizard's Way.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, so for Sean and Andy, in case you guys didn't read the notes, the Talgat has been officially cut off from Talabheim because of the plague, and the situation is getting really dire. The streets at night are extremely dangerous because giant rats and Sigmarite fanatics are roaming the streets and, you know, burning and eating alive anyone who they find on the streets after dark. A bunch of 400 Hochland refugees tried to storm the gates of Talabheim through the Wizard's Way, which you can see on the map, only to be completely obliterated by the cannon fire from the main tower and other supporting strongholds alongside the Tau Bastion wall. And now you have met. I mean, Sally and Vincent have met with Rudolf Nierhaus, the man whose name has been written in the dead apothecary's journal, and he essentially told Sally and Vincent to search for one Eladio Solorzano, an Estalian in the docks, who might help you get inside the city. Also, Gennaro is sick.
For 3 days now at this point.
Yeah, for 3 days.
Because that was something we have to keep track of.
Leopold, Lucas, and Gennaro, you guys are waiting at the bottom of the Wizard's Way, and you see Sally and Vincent making their way towards you.
Oh, hey, so I'm guessing I was being used essentially as an NPC.
Yeah.
Somebody had mentioned insanity points. Do I need to take one of those?
You do. Leopold does not. Leopold's the only one that passed, I think.
Was it Leopold
Okay.
or Lucas? I can't remember who passed.
I got it right.
Yeah,
I-
please check it,
Type
because
it wrong.
you guys saw the massacre. You guys saw 400 people get just, blasted to smithereens
All
by,
but Leopold. Yeah, that's what I wrote down.
by the massed cannon fire. Such is life in the old world.
I've seen a lot of dead people. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I see dead people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And dead psychologists.
Yeah.
Anyway, you meet at the bottom of the road. Your mule is with you, Lorenzo the mule. He's pretty awesome.
Good guy.
He also passed his insanity check.
Exactly. He's not faced by some puny massacre. Okay. You face each other. What now?
All right.
One
Go
thing
ahead,
I
Sally.
was confused about was this is out of character. Did he mean at the docks here in town or through the gate into Talabheim?
Well, probably here, because how else would you... He told you that this man will help you get inside.
I don't
Yeah.
even think there are docks inside
Okay.
Talabheim.
Yeah.
Is there even a river? It goes around.
There are lakes there. No, but there's no
Okay.
river there.
All right. So it's the docks in Talagad.
Oh yeah, I see it
Yeah.
on the map.
So we got to find an Estalian, apparently.
And it's starting to get a little late, right? So I think we ought to, unless we want to spend another night here, we ought to try to just meet up with him as soon as possible.
Actually,
I don't
isn't it early the next day?
It should be in the notes.
Yes, actually it is.
Don't ask me. We are playing once once each 2 weeks. So I don't remember.
I think you're right because we woke up and then we saw the massacre. Then we
Yeah,
stopped by the hospice. Then we went up. So it's probably early afternoon at this point, or
Okay.
maybe even before noon.
Let me just to take a look at the notes here real quick and see.
Yeah. So you have the name of the man that you're looking for.
Yeah.
However,
Okay, I see the password now, too.
Audio. Yeah.
So I say we make our way there, and just so we don't get into another ambush, why don't we? I want to kind of take the lead a bit, and then if I get jumped for whatever reason, it kind of gives you guys with ranged weapons an opportunity to jump them.
Okay, so you want us to pull out our ranged weapons?
Yeah, just give a good 15 meters of spacing, and then
Okay.
we'll make our way to the. Because I'm assuming the streets are pretty
the streets
abandoned.
are almost deserted. I mean, there are bodies lying in the side streets, and those few people that are passing you by are frightened, covering their mouths and noses, and just trying to get out of here as fast as possible.
Gennaro has the crossbow right now, and I have my sling.
Yeah. Okay.
And just make sure
Yeah.
somebody keeps an eye behind us the whole way.
You want me to do that?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll stick with a Gennaro and the mule, Lorenzo.
Lorenzo the mule. Yeah. So I presume you are making your way towards the docks.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess let's do this. You're walking through the almost dead, in the literal sense of this word, town of Talgad. You can smell the the stench of burning bodies and generally the stench of death, because it's almost everywhere right now. You're scanning the shadows, and sure enough, there are giant rats watching you creepily from the side alleys. Sometimes they stalk you, but they don't attack. Not yet, at least. Actually, you don't really have any idea where to find this Eladio fellow, because as you can see on the map, the docks are on both sides of Talgad. So, I'm actually curious, how are you going to do this?
Well, I don't know if there's going to be any ships on the docks. I'm assuming there would be.
There are no
But
ships. I mean, there are a few boats, but that's it.
I think probably the local inns that.
Yeah, that's what I was
off
gonna say. The bars.
Okay. So what? Ten-tailed cat? The eel is closed. Just like I told you before, because the plague.
Actually, the innkeep at the ten-tailed cats hinted that he knew about Deadeye, so he might be somebody you might know. This is it Estalian character?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're guessing that he is.
He said Deadeye's in Talabheim, though.
Yeah, but he's just knowledgeable about him, so he may be knowledgeable about other local folk.
Yeah.
So, ten-tailed cat it is.
Yep.
You're making your way towards the inn, the probably most famous inn in all of Talgad. Walking through the decrepit streets, almost empty. Hands on your weapons. Gennaro is coughing, and you can see that he is getting paler with every hour. Really, he's not looking good. It's not looking good for him. Eventually, you stop in front of the sign showing a crudely drawn ten-tailed cat. Normally, you would hear sounds of raucous laughter from inside, boasting, singing, but sure enough, there are people inside, but they are like quiet, not speaking too much. After all, there's no reason for them to really celebrate anything. Okay.
I'll wait out here with Lorenzo, Sally, if you want to go in, or anybody else wants to go in and start investigating. See what we can find.
I'll
Yeah,
stay out here with Gennaro and Lorenzo if you want to go in, Vincent.
I'm going to keep my eyes on
I'll go
these
in.
alleyways.
yeah, I'll go in with Lucas.
I'll go in too then.
Okay.
I think Gennaro has to stay outside though.
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
with Gennaro and Lorenzo.
So Lucas, Leopold, and Sally walk in, while while Vincent stays with Gennaro outside.
Correct.
Great.
Sounds good.
Inside at this hour, the inn is almost deserted. Few people that are inside are quietly drinking their meager portions of ale. And you're also guessing that it's not the good tasting stuff. You see Slerol, the bar owner, looking at you warily for any signs of infection. But when he sees that you don't have any of the grey, like what's the word, patches on your necks, and you are not coughing your lungs out and not shivering, he just, nods his head towards you and returns to polishing the already rather clean mugs and cups.
What do you guys think? Should we think about plying the room with drink to get answers, or do you want to just go straight for the barkeep?
I say just go straight to the bartender.
Yeah, you seem to talk last time.
Okay, sounds good.
You're walking right towards the Slurl. He looks at you levelly. Yeah, he asks without preamble. You want to drink something? Don't have much to eat, really, but I can find something if you want.
3 beers.
3 beers? 3 beers.
Yeah,
it
one
is.
for. Yeah.
He pours you 3 drinks. From the smell alone, you can tell that, yeah, it's not going to be the best beer in the world.
How much are they?
Penny each.
Penny each.
Yeah.
I put 5 pennies up on the table.
He looks at you. You want to buy something else for that money?
Not tip for the bartender in this
Said
festive
circumstances?
occasion. Yeah.
Thank you. It's nice of you. Much obliged. So,
I climb up on a bar stool.
okay, right?
Roll agility.
You're still pretty
And
strong.
And
Ooh,
I don't
you
know if I
probably
just
don't
thought
even
it or if I thought it or I already said it, but I'm looking around the bar, just eyeballing
People.
anybody dangerous in there. Yeah.
There's no one here really dangerous. These people are desperate and they are afraid.
Does
Okay.
anybody look kind of flamboyantly dressed? I hear a stallion's
No,
dressed
no.
flamboyantly.
That's a stereotype.
You are generally the best dressed guys in here. Those people are like one step short of being beggars. Ex-dock workers who don't have anything to do really, because
Ooh.
the movement at the docks is almost dead. Yeah.
But dock workers might know something about sailors.
Aye, they might. True enough. So, anyway, Slayer looks at you expectantly, as if to, asking if you are going to do anything else or just stand there and stare at him.
I thought Leopold was going to start talking since he's not. I'm going to ask him if he knows any stallions in the area, particularly one named I'm not going to try to pronounce that. I guess Eladio or however it would be correctly.
Yeah, Eladio.
Eladio is your man. So you're asking him that. Eladio? Sure, I know him. Sells fish in the docks, not far from here. On the other side, though. He
Great.
usually changes his working place every day, but you should be able to spot him in the docks on the other side.
What's it look like?
Oh, you know, dusky skinned. He's dusky skinned, well dressed.
Eyes like a sea after a storm.
Well, no, not really, but he's dressed rather well, and he's always perfumed.
Perfume.
Says the perfume helps kill the awful stench of the docks. He's probably right, though.
Stallions.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Anyway, you be careful out there on the other side. I mean, it's dangerous everywhere, but you know, on the other side, I've heard that it's especially nasty.
Good to know. Good to know. Thank you very much.
What'd you hear?
You know, fanatics, rats, people killing each other for a mere scrap of food.
Ugh.
Just some nasty business, really.
I was gonna say, that sounds like this side of the river.
Yeah, but it's not as bad here. Not yet, anyway. But
Alright.
it will be. If I'd be you, I would try to run. You might even get past the road patrols and roadblocks that the army has established, or so I've heard. Apparently they are killing anyone who even looks remotely sick. Yeah. You know, all in the name of the Empire. Sigmar be praised.
Praise Sigmar.
Praise Sigmar. And Karl Franz.
Karl Franz.
Karl Franz.
Someone
I lift my beer up as we're saying all that.
You hear me from outside say, Karl Franz.
Yeah, and then someone from under the table. Karl Franz!
I kind of grumbled it.
Lorenzo's like, no.
Karl Franz! Yeah. Pretty wild. Anyway, you've got your destination. Well, sort of, really, but, you know, it's better than nothing. You guys, I presume, finish your disgusting beer and walk outside.
Yeah, although we don't want to look like we're in a rush to leave either, you know, like we want to look normal because,
Yeah.
you know, we were just asking about somebody and it's a terrible situation and I don't think we want to look like we don't want to give anybody an idea that he might be, you know, be able to help us get out because obviously that's kind of first thing on everybody's mind.
Of course.
Um,
It's actually very reasonable of you. Really, it is. You've made your way outside. You know, quietly, calmly. You see, of course, Vincent and oh my God, Gennaro, looking pale as ever.
Into the alleyway.
Yeah, and there's no, you're not actually standing in the alleyway unless you want to.
No, yeah, I'm looking into the alleyway.
Yeah. There's also, of course, Mule Lorenzo, who nervously snorts from time to time after seeing, you know, one giant rat too many. Okay, you guys made it. Made your way outside.
Alright.
So we got to watch for the military patrols now too.
So did you guys find anything?
Yeah, sounds like our man is across the river. But we need to watch out. Watch out that the patrols don't find Gennaro. He says they're killing people who look sick.
So they actually have patrols on the other side of the river?
I wasn't sure if he meant here or on the other side of the river.
He meant the patrols outside, like on the roads leading to Talgad.
Oh, okay.
If we try to leave, they're basically keeping us quarantined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
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 I thought they were patrolling the streets at
No,
Talaghat.
no.
Yeah, that's what I thought he meant too. Okay. So,
But there are fanatics out there. As well
Yeah.
as rats.
now we've already met up with rats. Why not fanatics next time?
Say no more.
Do you guys? Well, I guess if that's the case, because I misunderstood what he said, that then we can just cross it, or do you guys want to try to steal a boat and just row across?
I'll lead again, and if and just keep your distance. If for whatever reason I stop because I see guards or something like that, we can kind of reassess. But we might as well just take the bridge.
Okay. Let's do it. No time like the present.
Okay.
Yep.
They're making way towards the bridge. The bridge leading from this side of
I
town.
tell
Yeah?
Jason's character, whose name is escaping me at the moment.
Curse Dariosh.
Yeah. Keep your nose out. He's heavily perfumed. That's probably the easiest way to find him.
All right.
Doesn't like smelling like honest work.
Yeah.
That's an Stallion for you. Lazy
Yeah.
sons of bitches.
Yes, that's all right. I'm not going to make that joke. It will be massively.
It took our jobs too.
Yeah, and they're going to build a wall, and
Build a
they're going
wall.
to pay for it. You're making your way through the bridge, and this time it's, of course, there's no payment because there's no one to collect the payment.
All right.
Yeah, and also the plus side of this situation is that the bridge is almost empty. So I mean, normally in Talaghat it's not like it's heavily occupied but still, you are the only people crossing the bridge. The other side of Talaghat, just like Slero had said, really is looking even worse than this one. It's definitely silent. Almost no one is present on the streets. However, there are still people in the docks. People trying to catch meager fish using whatever means necessary. Using just sticks with a like piece of string and a hook. Just trying to catch anything to eat. There are boats here and there, but they are abandoned. No one is manning them. By the way, yesterday, and I'm saying this for Sean and Andy, you also saw a scene. Basically, a bunch of people from Talaghat jumped into the water to try and climb on a passing riverboat. It did not end well because people on the boat just produced handguns and shot them to pieces.
Yeah, it kind of got overshadowed by the
Yeah,
full
it
underdog.
kind of got overshadowed by the mass murder on the Wizards Way, so there's that. Anyway, you look around. Roll for perception. It will be easier that way.
All right. I'm going to obviously close the gap when we get closer to the docks.
All right.
All right. Perception.
Good tea.
No, it's not a good perception roll.
Oh, it's a bot. How about luck point, Jason?
Yeah, I'll use a luck point just so
Good choice.
I don't call out. Hey, I saw a ship outside of town. Let's go. No, I thought I saw a Spaniard on it. All right.
So it's going to be so great that this guy knows how to get us out of here.
Yeah, I just run off without anybody else. All right, so I still failed, but
not as horribly as before. All right. So that's good. That's good. Well, not really, but that's good. Anyone passed the test? Yeah, I see that.
I did.
Yeah, I did.
Sean did. Yeah. Sean, you guys are looking around, but most of you are just looking, for the fanatics and rats roaming the streets, supposedly, while Leopold's keen eyes spot a person in well dressed and with a dusky skin, standing near a stand. fish stand selling fish, or or rather trying to sell any fish, really. He's like, he's like shouting, "Only the best fish here at my stand. Buy best fish. Yes, buy best fish." Yeah.
And we could smell them.
Well, not from here.
I'm gonna kind of like meander over there, kind of casually.
All right. Sorry. You see that?
That was Gennaro.
Yeah, it's Gennaro. It's like, You see that the man has stained apron over his fine tunic. From up close, you can also see that, well, he really doesn't look like an Imperial. He's got this tiny mustache, charcoal black hair, and dark eyes. He's very lean. And he's got this, this vitality that most of people here in Talgat don't possess anymore. He looks at you. Ah, hello, senor. How can I help you?
Hey,
You may want to buy a fish. Yes, very tasty, good fish.
Not from
Are
this
the,
river.
I'm sorry to any
fish
Spaniards
biting?
out there. How about
Are
the
the,
fish? Eh?
Where did you get the
biting
fish?
He looks at you like, like,
Everybody's.
yeah. Well,
What?
I've got it, senor. Usually that's how I get the fish. How do you
Has-
get your fish?
Has been rubber selling the fish with all this going on?
Nah, not really, unfortunately. But still, I can find a few people who like to buy my product. Anyway, you're buying something?
Can I smell him at this point?
Yeah, you can actually smell him. I mean, the fish that he's selling stink, let's be honest, but the man himself reeks of perfume.
Well, it looks like all the other fishmongers are struggling, so I was just seeing if you had some kind of secret. But I guess for them, this must ride his tongue.
Not really a secret, senor. No, not really a secret at all. I'm I'm a good salesman, huh?
Did you hear me drop the password?
You remember the password?
I didn't.
The password. The password is.
This must ride the dragon's tongue.
Yeah. I
No, I
said
didn't
like
hear
the
you
other
say-
people struggling, but for them, I guess this must ride the dragon's tongue. Just seeing if he would pick up on it.
Then you hear a electric guitar rip in the background.
He looks at you. Aha, signore, I know just the thing. How many of you intend to dine?
5.
And a mule.
What's the special?
I'll deliver them.
Exactly.
I'll deliver them to you tonight, eh? I'll meet you outside the Crooked Shoe Tavern at 10 bells, right?
The cloaked shoe?
The Crooked Shoe.
Okay.
He nods and shouts so that everyone could hear. No more, you fool ruffians! Get away from my shop!
Okay, we back off.
Hit my hat.
Well.
Make the cross finger behind my back.
Right? Well, you don't know if he, if you notice this. Anyway, you return to the rest of your group. Yeah, so that's it.
So midnight at the.
10 o'clock, not midnight. 10.
He said 12
10
bells.
10 bells.
Oh, okay. 10 o'clock.
He said 10 bells. So,
All right. And now, is that that's an inn, right? You want to see if it's open? Just hang out there.
actually, you know the inn. You've passed it a few times since you've arrived in Talgat. You know where it's at.
I definitely want to be early for that. Just 'cause
Yeah.
I don't know who the guy is. He could be the one sticking weird daggers in people's necks.
Yeah.
True.
Remember that he meant today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still have probably a good 8 or 10 hours, so just hang out at the inn.
It would probably be safer for you to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
scope it out. see if we could hide some people.
I was trying to see if I can see it on the map, but maybe I can't.
The Crooked Inn, I'm not sure if it is on the map. Let me see. I'm not really sure.
Hopefully they'll have a stable. That way we could kind of keep Gennaro under wraps.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was going to say. We got to figure. We can't let him be seen too much. So yeah, if we could get him in, quote unquote, to take care of the mule, that would probably be a good idea.
Well, last night we all stayed in the stable for one, for our own protection, and two, because Gennaro. So maybe we'll do the same thing if they have a stable.
Well, except for we're gonna be, if we're meeting him outside at 10 o'clock.
Oh, that's right. We won't even need to
Yeah.
stay the night.
Lucas, roll for your knowledge empire plus 10%.
Let's see if I can find that. What skill is that?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Yep, I made it.
All right. So you were actually thinking about this whole get into Talabheim thing, and of course, you know, even though you're not from Talabheim itself, you've heard the stories about how hard it is to get into the city, and you know how big of a smugglers-like operation Talabheim has. And from what you've heard, most smugglers get inside through a system of tunnels in the Talbaston wall. You're guessing, at least you think, that it will be that way, that Eladio will actually lead you through one of those tunnels, because how else is he going to do that? It's not like you're going to fly. And
we're totally going to fly, aren't we?
On a dragon's tongue.
On a dragon's tongue, yeah, but the thing is that these tunnels, you're not sure if they'll be, like, you know, too big, if you know what I mean.
You might not be able to get the mule through.
Yeah. Well, we'll if we sell Lorenzo, you know he's going to get eaten.
I told him 5 were dining.
Yeah, but I mean, if we're going through tunnels,
well, maybe we could leave him with Eladio, work something out.
but he's still just going to get eaten.
Not unless we're paying him to keep him safe. Can't let that happen to poor Lorenzo here.
Yeah.
Lorenzo's like,
Could we sell them? We probably won't make much off of it, but well, I guess we'll get to that road when we
cross it.
and when the time comes.
Yeah, that can be a problem, you think? So, where to now? Ten-tailed cat?
No, the other end. Ten-tailed cat's on the other side of the river.
You mean so the crooked?
Yeah.
Right?
I think that's the intention. Again, I'll take a solid lead in case anybody tries jumping us. You know, we keep an eye on the alley, especially the corners of the alley where there might be rats.
Well, like
I'm
I
more
said,
concerned about the rats.
Right now, the rats are almost everywhere. A few even scurried past you as you were walking through the wide streets of Talgad.
If they're in range, I'm going to try to strike out at them.
No, they're not walking in range of your weapons.
Okay.
They, they're survival like animals, not stupid. Anyway, you're walking to the Crook's Shoe, which is a small drinking joint on Talgad's south side. So it's actually on the other side of the city. I mean the town. Sorry, it's not a city really. You're crossing the bridge once more, and once more you're the only ones crossing the bridge. Eventually, you've made your way to this small place. It's not really far from the hospice of Shalaya, the makeshift field hospice. You can see that the crooked shoe is still open, but just like with Ten-Tailed Cat, there are no sounds of jubilation coming from inside. It's all this very, very grim and dark, kind of in.
Okay.
Like the
Well,
41st millennium.
I knew that someone is going to make that joke.
Sorry.
Yeah. No worries.
You can count on me for bad jokes.
It wasn't that bad.
All right. Well, if we have a lot of time, I'm still aching and in pain from the last encounter with the big rats. I may actually try to get some good rest in before 10 o'clock.
To be fair, that's actually not a bad idea for all of us.
Yeah, especially if you are going to making your way in at night inside Talabheim. You don't know how long it would take. Assuming that, of course, Eladio will agree to lead you through the,
You guys get a room. I'll stay in the stables with Gennaro.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll go take a nap and until.
Inside the place is very like this. Oh, it's depressing, really. There are two people other than you inside: the bar owner and some drunk, splayed in one of the corners of the inn. The bar owner, who's this gaunt-looking, creepy guy, just looks at you and yes.
Can we get a room?
Yes, of course. Assuming none of you are sick.
Nope.
Good. It will be a silver shilling per each.
Okay.
Silver shilling. Is that a good price? I don't know if that's a good price or not.
It's a very high
Silver
price
shilling for this, you must be mad.
Yeah.
Am I in there?
No, you're not.
You're staying with Gennaro. Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the stables.
Can I haggle?
You can try.
Okay. Come on now, that's a lot.
Okay, let's just see how well.
Hey, pretty good.
You made it.
You're in it, shit.
You didn't made it in that case.
You want to make?
He's
You want to make? Yeah. Do you want to make a little money or do you want to make no money?
What's your price?
What's this thing? I need to figure out the shilling per.
Say 1 shilling for the 3 of us.
Yeah. One shilling for 1 room.
That's not.
I would say 1 shilling and 10 pennies go halfway instead of 66% down.
Is that the exchange rate? Yeah.
Yeah, it's 20 pennies
more or less.
to a shilling, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Or,
He,
Okay,
30,
well.
10 pence for each of us.
he agrees.
Okay.
So please, guys, deduce the money.
Okay,
Alright.
I got it.
So 10 pence each.
Sally, you and Gennaro did not make your way to the stables because there are no stables here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like I said, it's a small, decrepit inn. Ten-Tailed Cat is a big establishment. But
Is there a place to tie up Lorenzo?
What?
Is there a place to tie up Lorenzo?
Yeah, I mean, you can tie him pretty much anywhere you want, but
We'll hang out there, I guess.
but you're basically tying him on the street, you know that.
Yeah, but we're staying with him though.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Loitering, basically.
You're staying with him on the streets.
Yeah.
All right.
So I have a question regarding the wounds. So, I guess I still have the 3 wounds from the other night.
So you only have 2 wounds from the other night
Okay.
because you guys slept in good enough. Wait. Jason, did you slept in the stables or did you slept in a room?
Tonight?
No, last
today?
night.
Last
What?
night we slept in the stables. I thought I heard him say.
So
Yes,
no, sorry.
we all
so
stayed.
Okay.
no
That's cool.
wounds for you. All right.
Okay.
So
I don't see anything about
do we
me
gain
having any wounds.
No, you weren't there.
Okay.
Do
You were
Yeah.
you were with Gennaro.
Okay.
What
I'm pretty
about
sure that we left. Go ahead.
I was going to say, what about the room tonight? I think isn't that where you were going, Sean?
Well, well, it was just generally speaking. If we're getting a rest tonight, that's cool. I was just curious if we had any chance to heal any wounds or what the
Oh.
deal was. So
Yeah, not since
okay.
the attack.
Yeah, no,
So this-
that sounds reasonable. We're kind of on the run.
Yeah. Kind of desperate, really.
Do I have wounds back from the fight the other night?
No, because you also slept in the stables.
Okay.
So,
You need a warm bed, a safe, a state of mind
Shit.
that tells you that you're safe and that you're not going to be gutted in a haystack by some crazy rat.
if that's the case, I can swap out because I think Sally got more injured than I did for sure.
We need to get Gennaro somewhere though. Like, we can't stay outside. We gotta sneak him in or something.
Well, no.
Actually,
What?
You know that none of you should stay outside because there are fanatics roaming the streets and
that's
burning
what I was
people
gonna-
alive.
I was gonna say we might want to send Gennaro
Can someone
and
open
Sally
the
to
window?
another set of stables because we can't leave the mule. And we don't want to be out. We don't want you guys to be outside. So you might want to try to find a nearby set of stables.
Is there anything nearby? Like,
Roll for perception.
Are we in a inn that has alleyways?
Yes, there are alleyways full of rats.
Do we have a window?
In this inn? No,
Yeah.
you don't actually.
Okay.
do I have a bonus?
Uh,
Or is it just normal?
plus 5%. No, you don't see any stables here, unfortunately.
I'm gonna ask the guy if they have any stables.
All right. The bartender.
Yeah.
We don't have
No.
any stables here, sir. Unfortunately,
Is there anywhere nearby we can put our mule?
there were 2 days ago, but they've got burned to the ground by those crazies roaming the streets. Unfortunately, I don't think that there are any other stables nearby. Maybe on the other side of the river.
Well, heck, the Nine Tails had a stable.
Yeah,
Oh.
but the Nine Tails are quite a distance from you. You're closer to Little Kislev, while
Oh.
on the other hand, no, you're not. You're closer to the actual Wizard's Way. So sure, the the Ten Tails is not far from here. Although you know one thing, that if you split up now during the day, you still need to gather during the night, and walking during the night on the streets of Talgad is not exactly safe. So think carefully what you want to do next.
Well, have we seen a whole lot of activity during the day, or is these fanatics, are they more of a night terror?
Night terror, really.
What time
So-
does around what time does the sun usually go down?
You actually remind me, are we playing during the summer, or is it already
It's
like autumn?
I think it's more autumnish.
So like 7 p.m. It's already getting dark. Not too dark, but it's starting getting dark.
Now,
Okay,
what time is it now?
2 p.m.
Yeah, why don't we do this? Sally and Gennaro go over to the Ten-Tail Cats until dusk, and then hike it back over here, and that's when we'll come down.
I think it's a bad idea to split up even at dusk. You know what I mean? Like we could see the rats during the day. Like it's warming.
Yeah.
What about the hospital?
3 of us almost got done in by the rats.
Yeah, they're no joke.
Are we near the hospital?
No, not really.
But see, I mean, here's the thing: we can't leave the mule out. We can't leave Gennaro out, but we can't bring Gennaro or the mule in either. That's
What about
the problem.
What about
Well,
the apothecary's place?
Well, it's been deserted.
Yeah, is there anything stopping us from... If it's close, we can stay there. Hell, we can bring the mule in. I don't think he's going to care anymore.
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys know one thing, that probably leaving Gennaro here all alone, or even the hospice, won't save his life. It will probably end
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
that's sure.
Like, are we pretty close to the apothecary's house from the inn we're at now?
Alright, do you
Well,
guys
his house-
have healing droughts? Because that's the other option. Getting like a nap. You know what I mean?
You're not far from Wiedenhoft's house, actually.
Why don't we just everybody stay there?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And but let's put it this way: if we have to stay somewhere else other than this place, because we can't have room for Gennaro and the mule, we might as well all go together. And I think going to the dude's house is although we already burned the 10 pennies, who cares? It's nobody will bug us.
Are you coming down with something, Leopold?
What's that?
Are you coming down with something? You said you didn't care about those 10 pennies.
Well, just in that.
Are you contracting the plague?
No, wait. Well, just in the sense that we can't get them back now, and the situation now that we've thought it through,
it's worth still having a room here.
Yeah.
For if we need somewhere when we get back, with Eladio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if we need some privacy while we're there, we still have the room.
We can have one person stay there too if we really wanted to, but
yeah, that I mean that's the thing. But then again, we're splitting up, and as we found the other night, even having the over half of the group there wasn't a recipe for success.
Yeah, and does this inn, do they include meals with the rooms as well? Because at least we'll...
No.
Oh, okay.
Not after you haggle them down.
Most
all right, so to the apothecary's place?
Yeah.
I think that's probably the best action.
All right.
So, you're making your way to Apothecary's Daubler's place. Sorry,
Yep.
Wiedenhoft's, not Daubler's.
Yeah.
Daubler, by the way, Sally and Vincent, remember what Nearhouse told you? To look for Apothecary Daubler in the city.
Mm-hmm.
He might have a way to combat the plague. You also remember what he told you? That they have eyes and ears everywhere, so be on your guard.
Yeah.
Just in case, guys. You make your way towards Wiedenhoft's house. You see that, well, unsurprisingly, it's still no one's there. The sign of the eye covered in, in vine, hangs there above the door. There are no signs of life. You don't see any movement in the windows. It's eerily quiet. Yeah.
Can we go around back to see if? Because I think we'd be much better off breaking in from the back than.
Oh, we already
front
just
door.
we there's nobody on the street. Nobody can see us, and I don't think there is a back door. Or unless I don't recall one. Do you guys recall one?
I don't think so, and we probably left the door unlocked anyway when we left.
Oh yeah, we didn't lock it.
We just
So-
need to do a sweep and make sure like nobody's in there right now, and then
Yeah.
somebody watch while the rest of us nap.
So I can go in at the ready. We can sweep the house, and then everybody else can kind of come in, and we can barricade the doors and lock the windows and stuff, and try to get some rest before dusk.
Okay.
Sounds like a
So,
plan.
are we waiting until? And is the plan to wait until 7 or to wait until like 9 and then head back?
I would say wait till about 7, and then we'll just hang out on the street for an hour or so.
Right in front of the inn.
Yeah.
Okay,
In
Alright.
numbers.
sounds good.
All right.
Yeah.
You're walking inside the apothecary's house. Immediately you can smell, aside from the, from like medicine and herbs, you can also smell the telltale smell of decomposing body, because you left poor Willenhoft slammed behind his desk. The building is two-storied. There's the bottom floor and the upper floor. And where are you going? Are you staying at the bottom floor, or where?
Well, we're going to do a full sweep of the house, but I think once that is done, we'll certainly bring in Lorenzo, keep him on the bottom floor. Then, if
There's
the
no place
apothecary-
for the mule inside the house. The entrance is too small, most definitely. You have really no idea how to, like, put the mule inside the house, really.
Hmm.
could we do a check for that, or
Okay, roll for intelligence.
all right?
Let's see what you come up with.
Can I do animal care or anything?
You have
Oh.
a bonus. Ah,
I have no idea.
not big enough bonus. Brian, you think that maybe, just maybe, you'll be able to place Lorenzo in the main hall, in the main, main hall of the building. I mean, it's not a hall; it's a guest room, really.
We got to keep him calm, I'm assuming.
Yes, but
Yeah.
uh,
Let's try it.
So move the tables to the walls.
yeah.
Move some chairs around, stack some chairs, and then hopefully
Make it look
there's a
corral
couple
for him.
beds.
You move the furniture as to make way for the mule. It takes you a few minutes to do that, and then you are trying to bring Lorenzo in. However, he doesn't want to come in. He smells, the strange smells here are apparently frightening the animal. So someone will need to test animal ken if you want to bring the mule inside.
Lucas,
I have it half. I don't have it full.
Which one? Animal care?
Yeah, animal care.
I got animal care, so I'll give that a go. Huzzah!
Sweet.
Great. Using your tender hands, you bring Lorenzo inside.
The Mule Whisperer.
Yes.
Yes.
with tender hand.
I curse Darius and his tender hands. Yes. Lorenzo is placed inside in the living room. You think that it's probably a good idea to make, use some bed sheets to make some kind of place for him to sleep on. You also know that in a few days this place will stink unwholesomely because, Mew is a big animal.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's also the question of food for him and of water.
We have 3 days left, right?
I think
Yes.
that's what the note said. 3 days of food left.
Yeah.
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 when we stayed at the stable the night before, we got one ration of food for that day, so we're back to 3.
Yeah, but you're not sure how long you will be staying in Talabheim if you get inside.
Yeah, we might have to, we'll have to buy some eventually, but we're good for.
Yeah, we're kind of winging it, right?
Yeah,
We're living up.
for now you're good. Let's just say. What about you guys? You're surely not going to stay in Wiedenhof's cabin, a study room, because well, there's that Wiedenhof inside.
Well, I'm sure he has a bedroom. I'm looking to get some rest.
Yeah, after you've made the sweep of the house, you found the bedroom on the top floor.
Yeah.
Of course, the bed is quite small because apparently he didn't had any spouse. So there's only room for a single person in bed.
Or one person and one halfling.
Yeah, actually, it would work.
Alright.
All right, who's not look? Who visibly looks the worst?
Gennaro.
I think. Oh, Gennaro.
I don't think Gennaro and Sally should be sleeping together.
I'm down 3 wounds right now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, only 3. I thought you were more for some reason. Yeah. Yeah,
I
me
can
too.
sleep.
But
I can nap in a chair somewhere.
yeah.
All right, so we're all at 3 wounds. So I'm Sally.
You have to
Why
take
don't you
shifts
take
anyway.
the bed? Well, because I feel like I'm relatively durable. So why don't you and Leopold take the bed?
All right.
And then
You guys want to do shifts?
yeah, well, you guys rest. It's still daytime, so Lucas, if you want to relax, and I'll keep the mule at ease. Then maybe we can swap every so often. Lucas, just me and you stay watch. Let the others sleep.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, cool. So you are taking an early rest, so to speak, in preparation for your nightly trip to Talabheim, at least hopefully, if Eladio will in fact be able to help you.
Well, while I'm staying up, I'm going to kind of just poke around and look at if there's anything in the house that might be useful for our trip. Any healing draughts, weapons, any map, anything that looks like it might be relevant.
Is there still that dagger stuck in the guy's neck?
I don't think I'm going to touch that.
Yeah, you can actually see that Wiedenhof is starting to decompose.
Oh,
Yeah, yummy.
as long as he doesn't start getting up.
No.
Did I? I'm trying to think if I did a ritual for him yet. I might lay
I don't
him out and cover him, and
I was gonna say I can help you bury him. That's in my wheelhouse. If there's, but I don't. He doesn't have a yard though, does he?
He has.
Yeah.
He has a yard. He
Oh,
has
okay.
he has a small garden, in fact, where he grows
Okay.
herbs. As for you, Vincent, if you want to search the house, roll for search.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. No luck. So I guess I'll be burying.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, you found a lot of like herbs and components for different, for medical stuff, but it's not something that you can easily use without preparation. You guess without preparation.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's not much here, unfortunately, for you.
Okay. While everyone else is resting, I'm going to grab a blanket, wrap up the
Wiedenhof fellow.
Wiedenhof, and try to put him to rest as best I can in his garden.
What about the dagger? Are you going to lay him to rest with the dagger inside?
That's probably the best thing, to be completely honest. Like, I'm not gonna touch that thing.
Okay. It's like laying someone to rest with a spear through his chest. The spear would like stick from the ground.
Well, if I can take a rag and pull it out and then just drop it, but I'm not gonna pocket it or anything.
All right. Yeah, I mean,
I want to keep distance with it as best I can.
No, you're a servant of more. From what you know, burying someone with a weapon still inside them is a big no-no.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well.
So you're using a blanket to pull out the dagger. The thing is really slippery, and it's you don't really know how to grab it effectively. Apparently it got stuck in the body. You have to use force.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So please roll for agility. Plus 20%.
Could have just left it alone. It's gonna score
No.
on you.
No, it's something I gotta do.
Oh.
I'm going to probably use a luck on that.
All right.
Use up all my luck. No luck.
That was worse.
You've tried to pry the dagger free from poor man's neck. The dagger flew out suddenly with a loud slurp, and it caught you in the hand. Immediately, you feel a horrible pain coursing through your entire arm. It lasts for a few minutes, but it's so excruciating. You can hear Vincent screaming with pain. It's like it's the worst pain that you've ever felt. But you only lose 3 HP. 3 hit.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to wake you guys.
If you, of course, those of you who investigate, I don't know who investigates, if anyone at all, you can see Vincent writhing on the ground, clutching his hand, which has this, like, black veins where the dagger caught him. The accursed weapon lies on the floor, wet with Vincent's blood.
Shit.
I guess Lucas.
Lucas is the only one that would know what to do. He's the tourniquet guy.
You're not bleeding, by the way, Vincent. It's just,
Okay.
the pain is still there, and because of it, unfortunately, you weren't able to sleep.
Well, yeah, I wasn't planning on really sleeping, but I do have a healing draught I'll probably use at this point.
But how much HP do you have?
I have 13 total, and I have 6 wounds.
Oh, left, right?
Well, I have 7 wounds left.
All
I've
right.
accumulated 6 wounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's healing draught is?
It's 3 wounds, I believe.
Okay, I want to use. I guess I'm gonna hold off. Actually, I don't know what we're.
Up
Hey.
against.
Yeah,
How many do you have?
What?
I have 13, and I've taken 6 wounds.
No. How many healing drops?
Just 1.
I have 2. I'm not sure if Gennaro has 1.
You can check on his character sheet, but I don't think he has. Not sure, at least, that he has.
The last one I had was from when we were given like healing draughts by somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have one myself.
Well, I want
Alright,
to
well,
take
so
one because I'm in pain anyway, and
Mhm.
that will probably reduce it.
I don't see
So
one.
I am taking the healing draught.
So you're drinking the draft, alright.
Yes. Hopefully that helps with the pain, and I don't know how that works as far as wounds go.
It actually helped with the pain. You can feel better already.
That's good.
You can feel that nice warm feeling, you know, driving away the poison in your veins. You are glad apparently the poison, you know, there was very little of it, but even the small portion brought you excruciating amounts of pain. Anyway, yeah, you can even go to sleep after drinking the healing potion. You are feeling much better already.
Do you want to trade shifts?
No, you guys keep. How many wounds does this?
3.
3. Okay, so I'm back to 3. You guys stay the whole time in bed because otherwise I don't think you're going to recover anything if you're in rotation. So let me and Lucas keep the rotation up and then get as much rest as you two can.
All right.
Because you need solid rest in order to get any kind of health back.
Actually, probably that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, that was the initial plan until somebody started screaming his head off.
well, no.
Good guy, Leopold.
All right. So
Sigmar's
after
hammer, what's going on down there?
nothing. Get back to bed. As you hear a body being dragged across the floor.
Yeah, you can.
Get back to bed.
You can actually smell Vincent. I mean, Wiedenhoft smells really bad. You know, 2 more days, and even staying on the top floor would be unbearable in this house. Unfortunately.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess I'll spend the rest of the time putting him to rest.
Making rights and so on.
Yeah, so that's minus 2 shillings for me.
All right.
Shillings, wow.
Yeah, being
Yeah,
a Morite
fancy.
priest is quite expensive.
Well, I thought you could use pennies. Or wooden coins, wooden nickels.
So- I guess I could in a pinch I could do a stake through the heart.
You don't think that he's going to rise as a vampire?
Well, you know, it keeps him. You know, the stake through the heart doesn't kill a vampire; it just keeps him pinned to the ground. That's something a lot of people don't know.
Actually, you also don't know that because you don't have knowledge of vampires.
I know. I have a Romanian friend. He schooled me on all that.
Oh, cool. I was thinking that you are talking, you know, as your character. So excuse me. Yeah. Anyway, you've made the last rites for Wiedenhoft while the rest of you guys slept soundly. Gennaro, I presume, slept in the bed, while the rest of you used your blankets and bedrolls. Fortunately, Wiedenhoft, since he was a physician, you know, he was a hygienic man, at least for the old world standards. So there were a few spare sets of clean sheets, clean bed sheets. That even those of you who slept on the floor slept quite comfortably. So at least it wasn't bad in that department. Finally, 7 p.m. You know, it's 7 p.m. and so it's time for you guys to move, unless you don't want to, and you want to stay in this house for all eternity. We can arrange though.
You know, I guess Lucas, you'll be the one waking us up at this point, right?
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, Lucas,
So it's you.
you wake the drunk squad up, you know. They are like, ugh. Actually, all of you want to stay a little longer in beds. They're quite comfortable, at least more comfortable than sleeping in the stables. But needs must. All of you get up, even Gennaro, who's groaning quietly and coughing. Waffenkulo. You know, it's not looking good. It's 7 p.m. You have 3 hours until the rendezvous with Eladio.
Yeah, I think we need to head back since it's getting dusk. We need to head back over to the inn.
You also know that no inn will let Gennaro inside.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily mean we need to go inside the inn.
Yeah, we'll just have to maybe find a
Loiter.
Yeah.
A place to hide, in other words. Alright.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good plan. So you're making your way outside, or are you trying to get something to eat real quick from within his pantry?
I think it would be easier to if he's got food there.
Oh, yeah,
let's take it. Yeah.
How about all you other guys do a quick search around as we're kind of arousing?
Yeah. I'll do a search. I've actually got the skill.
Alright. So please roll for search.
And then I roll crappy.
I've got dried fruit if we can't find anything.
No, like I've said to Jason, lots of herbs, lots of different stuff, but nothing really usable. Brian, you also didn't. No, you didn't manage to do anything.
Do I get to roll again, or?
You can roll again with a minus 10% modifier if you want.
I'm gonna give everybody a portion of nuts and a portion of dried fruit.
All right.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, we could probably get food at the inn.
Yeah. Do we still have any of our rations, or did we eat through all of those?
I don't know. I think you don't.
Okay. I have noted on my sheet, but I don't remember that I still had 1 week's rations left. But it's on the mule.
You should check. If you have, then you have it. And if you don't, well,
Okay.
Look, actually, there is 100 encumbrance worth of rations on Lorenzo, and that is
correct.
That's different than fodder. So
right. No, that's at least. So I think you and I each had 1 week that we put on on Lorenzo. So that would be it. So you want to just say I don't know. It's 4 of us. It's essentially like we just scratch off 1 week of rations. And
should we just do 10 encumbrances a day worth of rations?
Oh, okay.
Would that be easier?
Yeah,
sure.
Sounds good.
Okay,
then we're at 80.
I'll take mine down to 10. I'm just noting it on my sheet separately for. Okay.
Okay. Nuts and dried fruit. That's all I have as far as food.
All right.
Alright,
guys, let's take a 5-minute break. I'm going to make some tea and use the loo. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
Sounds good. In fact, I'll do that myself.
Lorenzo already did that.
Did what? Oh, he did it all over the living room.
Yep.
Yeah. If you've ever seen a mule piss, it's quite a sight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's just the ones I saw had really big loads strapped to them too, and so all the straps got in the way, so it just went everywhere. All right, I'll be back in a sec.
All right.
Hey, Brian, are you still there?
Don't think so, I guess. So, do you have a Free People's Age of Sigmar army?
No.
What is it?
I mean, I don't really have any Age of Sigmar armies at this point. I mean, I've got my old fantasy armies, but those are Chaos and Dwarves, so
Okay.
I think. Oh, and some Night Goblins, but I'm modeling up some humans. I'm intending to use Age of Sigmar in a more skirmish level way.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of mixing and matching the troops and stuff, kind of in a narrative fashion with what makes sense versus, armies per se. Like, so I'm using a fair bit of like the free company or the free guild guard with militia weapons or whatever. Is kind of just general purpose like thugs and stuff, hired hands and whatnot. So I've been buying lots of the free people stuff, but I haven't been using it the way it's intended to be used.
Yeah, I would like to try the skirmish rules for Age of Sigmar.
Yeah, the skirmish rules looked interesting. There's also a variant somebody had done prior to the skirmish rules being released called Hinterlands. That has both. That's a straight skirmish set, and then there's also a couple of variants of it where like somebody's done some Dark Age of Sigmar, which is an even more skirmish level than just the regular Hinterlands and some stuff like that as well. Although to be fair, I picked up the skirmish rules from GW the other week, and I like those too. So I think the skirmish rules are a good way to start.
Yeah.
They're the right price.
Yeah. Although, that's what I don't know that book is worth $10. It's probably closer to the $5 to $6 range, I think. But at $10, that's not so expensive that even if it's a little bit overpriced, it matters that much.
It's like what else does GW sell that is less than or $10?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Cobra
said.
Okay, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say Cobra said that the 8th edition was like $25. 8th edition 40K.
No.
The rule book?
The box is $160 and the book is $60.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. He said something about $25. I was like, oh,
no,
okay.
I think the
Army books
maybe are in. I think they're like $25 to $35 a piece, depending on how large that particular one you're getting is. Because there's like Imperial Volume 1 and 2. One is like all the Space Marines, and one is everything else. And then there's like essentially like the equivalents of the Age of Sigmar kind of orders. With, like there's a orcs and Tyranids or whatever, and then there's like chaos and a.
Well, that informs it a little better then. So it's cheap in comparison to the old way, where it was like every little thing was.
But these books are going to be replaced.
Yeah.
They're going to do codexes again they're going to keep doing codexes for 40K. This is just to get you by because we have completely changed everything.
Yeah.
As opposed to like what they did. They did that with 6th edition and 3rd edition, 6th edition Fantasy and 3rd edition 40K, where they just gave you free rules for everything.
Right.
That or you had an out-of-date codex for a year.
Yeah. With 6th edition they had Ravening Hordes, and 3rd edition they had the codex the rules that came with it that were really limited, but.
Yeah.
Have you seen a lot of the new 40K rules? Like, I have a remnants of an Imperial Guard army.
Well, it looks like they're doing the same thing they did with Age of Sigmar, in that there's quote-unquote 3 ways to play. There's completely, just take whatever you want. There is this kind of rough point value system, and then there's like a specific point value system. And so the rough point value system is more for just like, you still want a pretty laid back game, but you want to make sure it's kind of even. But you don't want to necessarily have to pull the calculator out and, start counting up points. And then, like I said, there's the points method. And I think that the way it's going to work is the codexes are going to have the points, but much like Age of Sigmar, you'll be able to download the kind of rough point value and or no point value card with all the rules for free, and or get it in the box. So I think that's kind of the way it's going to work. But I mean, I would suspect that at least with the Imperial Guard, you probably still have to have like a platoon of guard, so at least 25 and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I like the Imperial Guard where I think it was 2 codexes ago where they had your whole army, your infantry platoons. You can have them all either grenadiers or equipped with camo cloaks. Like you had doctrines.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah, I get you.
And then that kind of went away with the latest rules, and I was just wondering if they're bringing anything like that back, or if that's a little too complex.
So. Yeah, I think they're trying, because what they've noticed, and this is definitely the route they went with Age of Sigmar, and it apparently worked, is that there was too high of an entry bar for new players, both monetarily and rules wise, and it was just too complex. Like, it scares away new players when you say, okay, so you need to buy $300 or $500 worth of models, and then you got to buy this book, and then you got to get a calculator out, and then you got to line up all the options. Well, what options were best? Well, it depends, and blah blah. Like that's just like too complicated for new players, and so I think that they're really trying to tone that down, and that's why they're leaving Horus Heresy in the previous edition. And that's why Forge World is going to keep supporting the previous edition for Horus Heresy, because people don't get into Horus Heresy unless they want something so it's almost like advanced Warhammer,
I do like how the Age of Sigmar, some of the Forge World models actually have rules in the actual Age of Sigmar game.
Yeah.
Well, and the Carmine Dragon.
That's something they're trying to do too, is because they're trying to basically not that Forge World is hurting for sales, but I think they've realized that with the kind of weird optional nature of it, like it discouraged some sales because people weren't sure if they could use it, and so I know they're trying to increase sales of that, and Michael was saying that they're going to leave it and whatever the previous edition number was for Horus Heresy, but I can guarantee you there will be rules for Mark IV armor Marines with Volkite cannons or whatever, so you'll be able to, you'll still probably even be able to play Horus Heresy in 8th edition or whatever I don't even know what the edition number is for this one that just came out.
I think the new one, what I heard was 8th edition is what it was. Yeah, but that gets confusing too. But yeah, that was back in the day when I was trying to get my buddies to play Warhammer Fantasy 3rd. That was essentially what it came down to is I knew a bunch of guys who were into they were into Dungeons and Dragons and like paper hex and chit wargaming. I was like, yeah, we could do this, and they got a couple figures and we started paint and they'd all done like modeling and stuff. So painting stuff wasn't that big a deal per se, but it was just. After like a couple months, they're like, yeah, I don't have the time or the desire to like paint an entire army and play with it. That's just not what I want to do. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, and that's why I was saying, like with Age of Sigmar Skirmish, that's kind of what I'm using it for, is more,
right?
Something that I could, have a friend come over that's kind of a nerd and be like, here's 8 models. Let's play with this. You control these 8, and I'll control these 8. Blah blah blah. Or with my kids. You only have to think about 8 models. You don't have to think about all these units. We can leave out half the rules because they're not really that important or germane to the. No magic because nobody has any wizards.
And they can use your stuff, and it's
right, and I can have, and because I'm only working on small batches, I can do a lot more cool stuff to the models, so that the models look cooler, both so I have more fun, but also to make it cooler for them, kind of. Which will make them a little more interested, and maybe make them have the willingness to decide they're willing to put the kind of work in, So, Hey, Brian, the more I've been thinking about it, once you've moved and I've sent you all that terrain stuff, if you can get the buildings built so that they seem strong enough to you and they don't need bases, I think I'd rather go unbased if you think they'll withstand it. Because
Yeah.
I'm threatening to get one of those GW battle boards with the city streets and stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've wanted a modular table like that for a long time. So if they could work on that, that would be awesome. But yeah.
It depends on the joints. Like,
Yeah, I was watching a GW video from Warhammer TV, and the guy was like, "Oh, just do them like this, and they'll go on the table great." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's all well and good, but the one I built, like every one of the pieces had to be sanded flat, and because they were all a little bit rounded from the plastic molding, and it's like this in my experience anyway, these things didn't." These things needed to be based, but maybe they figured it out in the years between when I bought the first set and then when I bought the Imperial City that I actually don't remember buying. So,
that's
you can also
totally
make
me.
the
I'm like,
base. So it's minimal base, just a little bit of rubble at the bottom,
yeah,
but it actually functions as a base. You know what I mean?
yeah. And like I said, a lot of it's. I mean, I'm going to leave it up to you in your call based on what it's like when you get it out. But I wanted to let you know that I was thinking about getting one of those tables. So, there's some they can't be on huge bases because that's such a textured table that. But yeah, so.
Cool.
But yeah, that's one of the other things I've liked about Shadow War Armageddon, to lead back into what we were just talking about, is that it's another one of those things that you only have to have 8 to 10 models, and if you have a cool looking table, you can sell people on the game, on larger games that way by first getting them addicted to the small scale game that you can provide all the models for. So
yeah, we're actually playing on a very detailed table, and it looks great. This game is really shining. When you have buildings, manufactorums, and so on.
Yeah. I think just from my own collection, I can do Guard, I can do Space Marine Scouts, I can do Inquisition. I'm real close to being able to do Gene Stealers. I just need to do a couple more of those models, or the Gene Stealer cult. Not the actual Gene Stealers themselves.
Well, you can sacrifice Prometheum cash to have a Pure Strain Gene Stealer in your gang for one.
Well, yeah.
But yeah.
I actually have all the Space Hulk Gene Stealers painted, so I've got plenty of Pure Strange Gene Stealers. It's just the cultists I don't have quite enough of painted.
But yeah, I ran my those Gene Stealers that I bought from France. I ran those a couple times, and then I actually did my Abdul Goldberg with the Space Chickens as I played them as Cadians. Oh no, not Cadians, Catechans. Just for it doesn't really matter, just as Imperial Guard. But then when you get to the part where you're rolling up after battle stuff, I did that because
I can do Chaos. I forgot about them.
Yeah,
and that's stuff I could. Well, if it weren't for the fact that my basement's being remodeled and is completely full and unorganized, I could just run downstairs and literally get right now to play. So. Yeah.
Okay. So you found some food in Willenhof's house. Some salted, some portions of salted meat, as well as like marinated fruit and vegetables, and some stale bread. It's still edible, so that's that. So actually, it's not that bad. He also had a lot of spices, a lot of herbs to use in kitchen. So we've actually eaten rather well, to be honest.
So should we not have used our rations?
You don't need to. You don't need to.
Okay.
If you don't want.
Oh, okay. I'll put it back.
Likewise.
Yeah. And you made your way towards the crooked. What's the name?
Shoe.
Crooked Shoe. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, Crooked Shoe Inn.
The sun is setting. The streets are like they're present in the, half light, half dusk. You can already hear shouting, like furious shouting and exultations to Sigmar from some far away. The fanatics are on the prowl, apparently. So
I have a question, like out of character question. The sling is like a half turn reload. So
Yeah.
with 2 attacks, could I fire it twice in a turn?
yes, you can.
Oh, awesome. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely using that. Okay.
You left Lorenzo, I presume, inside the house, or you took him with you. Basically, he took a huge dump in the living room. Just so you know.
I thought he was coming with us, and we're just gonna deal with it if.
Yeah, because
Yes.
if we can't take him with us, he's going to just stay in that house until he dies, or until he's eaten. So,
Same thing, really.
because
Well,
we're
going to abandon him at a later date.
yes,
Even if that later date is like 2 hours from now.
correct.
Right.
Yeah,
I want to see what the options are. I think.
he's always a distraction.
All right. So what? So you're taking him with you? Okay.
Yes.
In that case, you're walking through the streets.
Same formation, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be in the back with my sling out already.
I'll be up ahead quite a bit.
Yeah, I think weapon and at least at the ready.
All right.
For me, not necessarily flaunting it, but
All right. So you're walking with Mule and with Gennaro, who is like coughing like crazy. Right now you can see that he's. It's kind of getting desperate for him. Really, you need to get inside the city ASAP. As you are traversing a corner, you can suddenly. Well, you've heard it before, but subconsciously. You've just you didn't quite catch it as a type of sermon, a fiery sermon. And as you traverse a corner with your mule and your coughing friend, because of them you're not walking really fast, just so you know. You see a group of 5 people dressed in rags, but also elements of light leather armor, carrying Morgensterns and flails.
Now, would I see them ahead of time if I'm a good
you are walking
20 meters ahead? Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, but sure, but in that case you saw them first, and yeah, they also saw you. As you as you traverse the corner, Vincent, one of them basically they all look like crazies. It's like there's no mistake. One of them shouts, "Look, brothers, a heathen! And what's worse, he's sick. He's got the sickness upon him. Heathen, you shall be cleansed in the flames of Sigmar. Yes."
I want to yell for Sigmar and raise my spear in the air. See how they react. And as kind of a warning to the group behind that things aren't right.
All right. You raise your spear and you yell for Sigmar, and these people are like they're confused. They're like looking at each other. Yeah. So now roll for a -20 fellowship.
Okay. And this I'm not trying to taunt them. I'm like trying to cheer as if I'm one of them.
I know.
So I failed by about minus
Billion.
100 and 116.
Do you have? Is that a bot? Because I'm currently uploading the crazies to.
No, it's
No.
96, so it's not a botch.
96. All right. So that's not bad. Well, They're not convinced because they charge you. 5 of
All right.
them with their sensors and Morgenstern's burning because apparently they've covered them in some kind of naphtha or maybe oil, you don't really know. Yelling, "In Sigmar's name!" They charge you, flailing like crazy. Their weapons. You can see the Sigmarite fanatics I've put
We can
in.
hear this, right?
Yeah, the rest of you can hear it. You've heard you've heard Vincent shouting, and then you've heard something like, "Burn the heretic!" In the handout section, you can see them. Actually, I've posted them. Five
Yeah,
of them,
they need to die.
yeah, 5 of them rush you. So
Okay.
now, of course, it's time to move my Space Marine Mastodon. Sorry, because I need to get a clear. Yeah. I'll need
Do
to-
I have an opportunity to run at all in any particular direction?
Well, you can
Like
certainly,
away?
You can certainly try, but
Okay.
there are side alleys, and you know what's in there basically.
Or
Yeah. What I would do was
volley of fire. Like, you know what I mean?
I would continue to run in the direction I was going. So as they come out, it pretty much puts them in between the group. So like I'll be on one side, and then the rest of the group will be behind them.
But they are coming in front of you, so
Yeah.
so if you are going in the direction, you'll be coming towards them.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So
We've got
there's
our slings out and stuff. We'll just start pelting them with rocks as they come around.
And by the way, Vincent, behind them
Yep.
you can see a makeshift pyre with some poor bastard crisping merrily,
All right.
Yeah. So please,
There's-
everyone roll for initiative, D10 and your agility, and give me the total sum. My God.
Where's...
I'm
Hold on.
62.
Carry the one.
Yeah. Roll crappy.
Oh, Lucas.
38.
Gennaro is not fighting, just so you know.
Yeah, that's
He
cool.
can't shoot a volley with the crossbow.
I shall see.
It's loaded.
Yeah, like, it's ready to go.
I got a
With a minus 30%, he can.
I rolled a 5 plus my plus my agility, so I got 53.
All right, Leopold.
I got a 49 total.
All right, Vincent.
38 total.
All right, Sally.
62.
Okay.
Woohoo!
I'm not
So-
very agile.
Sally, you're first. You hear the commotion. You saw that Vincent disappeared behind the corner, and all hell broke loose suddenly.
I'm gonna move into line of sight.
All right, so you just
going on?
Travel forward to see what's happening.
My sling's ready to go though, in case something jumps out.
All right. You go for, but are you running or are you just walking forward?
I'm gonna run. Like I heard combat, right?
All right. So as you run and you turn the corner, you can see 5 crazies with burning weapons rushing Vincent, who is preparing to meet the charge. That's for you, Lucas. What about you?
How far away is
20
So-
meters, something like that.
20 meters?
By the way, who's guarding the mule?
Gennaro.
Sally and Gennaro were guarding the mule.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to figure out here, because I don't want to leave Gennaro and the mule, because then that's guaranteeing them to probably get butchered by something. But simultaneously, we have to make sure that
I misunderstood. I thought Vincent was walking ahead of us. And,
Yeah, the
Lucas,
distances.
Leopold, Sally, Gennaro are all with the mule.
The distances are something I'm not quite sure of. Like,
Well, I was all the way in the back watching our rear.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so
So
the
if you're there,
Mhm.
I'm gonna assume that you're going to watch. I'm going to assume, and you know what happens when you assume.
Yes.
I'm going to assume that you're not going to abandon the mule in Gennaro. And I'm going to run towards the melee as well, but actually run. I've already got my hatchet in hand, so that's what I'm going to do.
All right. So you are also running forward, and as you turn the corner, you see the exact same thing that Sally sees. The flame of faith charging Vincent. Now it's Leopold's turn.
Okay, I'm behind everybody, so I'm gonna try to usher. We're essentially up. I'm gonna try to usher Gennaro and the mule up to near the corner.
All right.
You
see
and try to get.
The mule is frightened, basically.
Okay.
You can see that.
All right. Well, then we're just trying to wrangle the mule so it doesn't run off. I'll grab it.
Right.
By the halter and try to get it to move, but yeah.
Yeah, Gennaro is standing with a crossbow, but he's not going to run towards the fight. That's for sure.
Right.
He's simply too weak. All right. Then we finally have Vincent. Vincent.
All right. I'm trying to think. We turned a corner. I'm just trying to think if there's a way I can backpedal to where...
Yeah, you got 5 guys on you.
You can't charge. Well, my intention is if there's a way I can backpedal to where they're paying attention to me, and then you guys are kind of behind them out of sight, that's what I would want to do. I just don't know the layout of the street.
You can do something like that. It's impossible.
Okay.
You are walking through the main street. You can try to go into the side alleys, but you probably know that you're probably going to just get sandwiched between giant rats and crazies, and you're going to die.
Okay. I am going to where am I? Okay, I'm almost there. I am going to do parrying stance, and which is a half action, and then my other action is going to be aim.
Aim, alright. You're prepared to meet the charge of the fanatics, and you also aim for their weak points for massive damage. Alright. They charge you, all of them. I mean, only 3 at the time can really reach you, so the other 2 will just, pile in, so to speak, in the next turn. But those 3, yeah. The first, a bold man, flailing a sensor like crazy, missed his attack by a hair's breadth. His flaming sensors struck the ground in front of you. His compatriot, a frail, thin-looking man with a burning Morgenstern, managed to smite you in your arm. Are you going to... parrying stance is what, minus 10%?
Let's see. Parrying stance is plus 10 to defense, minus 10 to attack?
Oh, in your case. Alright. So you have like plus 10% to parry the blow, but minus 10% to attack?
Hold on.
Wait a I'm going to open
I'm sorry. I get... Parrying stance gives me a free parry.
Oh.
Yeah, it says free action, one time.
So parry then. Because the Morgenstern is, coming towards your arm.
Okay.
Leaving a trail of fire. You've managed to block the weapon.
And that was a free one, so if I get attacked again, I still have my shield, which will give me a second.
Yeah. Actually, I need to check one thing very, very fast, but since they are using double-handed weapons, I think you have additional bonus to actually parry them.
Okay. They're slow.
Yeah.
Considered slow. Alright.
So no, that's a good thing. All right. And finally the third man. Oh my God, it's not that damn. The third man is making his charge. He managed to hit.
Okay, I will use my other parry.
All right. Try to block his.
Success.
Just in time. Yeah. Just in time, you've managed to stop the attack of his what's the word, sensor before it smashed your head in. The rest of the fanatics are trying to pile in, but their comrades make it hard for them. Yeah, so it's next turn. Sally, you're up.
Can I strike to stun with the sling?
No, because it doesn't have the stun capability. I mean,
Okay.
ability.
You have to set it to stun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna fire on the closest guy with the sling.
All right. Are you going to aim? Because if you're not going to aim, then you probably hit Vincent.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim.
But if
Does that
you
detract
aim-
from the second shot?
Accuracy by volume.
Oh, sorry. Their weapons are not slow. My bad.
Okay,
All right.
it's still a success.
Yeah. All right. So you're aiming towards the nearest guy. Because of that, you don't have a bonus to hit, but you won't be able to hit Vincent.
I have a specialist weapon sling too. Does that help?
No, it just means that you can use it.
Okay.
All right. Roll. You've managed to strike the man in the arm. Roll for damage.
Okay.
Come on, 10.
I can't even see what I'm typing. 1 second.
Typing.
It's 1d10.
Yeah.
There's a little dice roller if you want to use
It
that.
says 3 damage from a sling.
So
yeah,
it's
the
9
sting
total.
is 9 total. All right.
Wow.
You
Shatters his arm.
You struck one of the men in the arm. He yelled with pain, but and he actually, glared towards you with fury in his eyes, yelling something about unbelievers. Now it's Sally. It was Sally's turn. Now it's Lucas.
Can I fire again, or did aiming take away from that?
It took away from it.
Okay. Was worth it.
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to charge in.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you going to? You can charge one of the enemies not fighting with Vincent.
Okay.
All right. What weapon do you have in hand?
Hatchet.
Hatchet. With a yell, you charge. All right, roll.
And that is weapon skill.
Yeah, plus 10% for the
Okay.
charge.
Of course. I have passed every single die roll so far. I knew this was going to happen.
This is reminiscent of the haunted house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to spend luck point?
Yeah, I think I do.
All right, great.
No.
You
At least I still didn't botch.
Yeah, you try to strike down the man with a long, filthy bird and a Morgenstern. Unfortunately, he managed to block your swing with his weapon. You can see that these guys are completely crazy. They are yelling, frothing. They just want to butcher you. After that, it's Leopold's time.
Okay.
You are resting with the mule.
Yeah, so I can't see any of this. It's
No.
around the corner, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't need to roll to do to make Lorenzo calm.
Okay.
But you know that if you try to bring him closer to the fight, or if you're going to leave him, he'll just probably try to get free and escape.
Okay.
In Gennaro?
Gennaro is sick.
Yeah.
He's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Dude, he's dying basically. It's like he's not going to help you.
Tie the reins to Gennaro's
Right.
leg.
No, I'm looking around for something to tie the mule to. If there's anything nearby, I can tie him to.
Roll for perception.
All right.
If you get a botch, you'll get attacked by giant rats.
Okay, sounds great.
There you
Oh, I've
go.
got it. I've
Well,
got
you
an
did
awesome.
You did pretty good at that last time, so.
No botch.
No, I don't succeed, but I don't botch.
Well, the lighting is so bad that you don't see anything. At least not
Okay.
here. You can try next turn once again.
Okay.
All right, Vincent, you're up.
All right. I want to yell for Franz and do a swift attack. Go Franz!
Go Franz.
So swift attack is the attack with my multiple attack characteristics.
Yes. So first attack is on your full weapon skill. The second attack is with minus 10%.
Okay, so I'm still aiming, right? I still get that
Yeah,
benefit.
you still
aiming.
have the benefit, but only for the first attack.
Okay.
Okay.
All
So roll.
right.
These guys are not going to dodge or parry your attacks. They're too busy just trying to slay you.
Okay. Success.
Great. You struck him right in the chest. Roll for damage.
All right, and that's a D10, right?
Exactly, and your
Roll
strength.
10, roll 10.
Okay, so I have plus. Let's see, my strength is 3 plus 1 for strike, mighty blow. No, sorry.
7.
Yeah,
So it's 7.
so it's 7 total.
You struck one of them. Unfortunately, your spear slided off their his leather jerkin. You still made a gash, but the man didn't even yell in pain. He's too overcome with fury, with holy fury,
Okay.
to do that. Yeah, and now it's their turn.
My second attack.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I always forget about saying that. All right, go. Great. Oh, this one's going
Nice.
coming into the head. Yeah, you've managed to yank your spear back and just plunge it into the man's head.
All right. 7 again.
7 again. Minus 4, 3, 6. This time you've opened a huge gash on his right temple. This time he yelled, and he cursed you, "Unbeliever, die!" Something like that. Yeah, now he's going to try to bash your head in. So there are 5 of these guys. One of them is right now fighting Lucas. The other one is charging Sally. One that's still not engaged with you. The other 3 are trying to beat you to death.
Okay.
First, we're going to do the one charging Sally, who shot him with a sling. He yells something about killing midgets, and fortunately Sally is very small, so the burning sensor passed over your head. The one fighting with Lucas, he yells something inarticulate, and then brings down the pain, which he did, right on your arm. Do you parry or do you dodge?
Was that 2 attacks?
I only have 1 attack.
No, I meant he
Oh,
rolled
him.
twice.
Oh no, the first one was for Sally,
Oh, okay. So,
and then 1 against me. Refresh my memory. If I parry, I don't get to attack.
Yeah, but did you declare parrying?
No, I did
No.
not.
Yeah. Do you have fast parry?
No.
Do you have
Okay.
dodge blow?
Is that a skill or a talent?
It's skill.
Skill.
Even if you don't have, you can still dodge at half of your agility.
What is my agility?
Isn't
My
your
agility's
agility
pretty good.
48?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Well, no, I didn't. I failed. I needed a 24.
Alright. His flaming sensor struck you hard in the arm. And yeah, now I'm going to just roll for... No, wait. No, you did not pass. Oh, damn it. Okay, tell you what, you should you should declare that before, but I'm going to let you do this right now. You can spend a luck point to add 10% to your test. But no, because
No, that would still fail.
Yeah, because it's you don't have the dodge blow skill, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah, that would still fail by 1.
Because apparently sensors have the heavy trait, so yeah.
Ouch.
Okay, so first 1d10 and then second d10.
I do have armor on my 1.0 leather
Ooh,
armor.
that's
Yeah,
not bad.
he actually managed to hit you only for 7 points of damage. Sorry, 8 points of damage.
Oh, just 8.
It could have been 20, 23
Yeah.
or 24.
So how much did it hurt you?
I have 4 wounds left.
Alright, now roll for dexterity.
Okay. What's dexterity?
Agility.
Agility?
Sorry, agility, yeah.
Oof.
The
I'm gonna
flames,
use I'm gonna burn my second luck point.
Yeah. You begin to burn. The naphtha from the sensor covers your arm and it quickly spreads. You are turning, in a few turns, you'll turn into a living torch. And not from that shitty Fantastic Four movie.
Start giving them hugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This turn you're not taking any damage, but from next turn you start, unless you just, you roll and what's
Stop,
that
drop, and roll.
Yeah, exactly. That's I always like that saying. Yeah.
So
and it's
I'm
not-
assuming I see Lucas ignite.
No, you don't.
Oh, you
because
don't?
You're
Oh,
staying
okay.
with the mule.
Okay. Crap. Alright.
Vincent, your three
Yes.
guys.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah. Oh, shit, it's D10. I should have rolled D100, sorry. The first one, yelling inarticulately, smashes your leg with a burning Morgenstern. Are you dodging or are you parrying?
I'll parry.
Alright.
Success.
You've managed to block his strike, but the second one... the second one misses like
It's his teammate. Yes.
Yeah, actually that's a good idea. He does.
These are flails. They're a little hard to control. I
Yeah.
duck.
He actually does.
I hope he sets his spring on fire.
He smashes the one that hasn't attacked you yet, right in the chest. And
Loading dice.
first, yeah, and it actually hurt really bad. He struck him extremely hard. The man yelled with pain. Now I shall also see if he'll caught the fire. Where's the fire? Yeah, he did, and he began to burn.
Sweet.
However,
See how-
however, he
We need
doesn't
to-
care because he's a fanatic, and so
No.
yelling something about Sigmar's cleansing flames, he tries to cave your head in, and well, he managed to hit your arm, which you might dodge.
Yeah, so I already parried, so now I have to do dodge. So success.
You've managed just in time to dodge before the attack struck you. Yeah, the man is burning. So it's next turn, Sally. You're standing in front of a crazy man who's swinging a fiery censer and wearing filthy rags. What are you going to
And-
do about it?
From where I'm standing, I could see Leopold and Gennaro and
No.
Lorenzo.
Well, yeah, you actually can because you're standing on the corner. Yeah.
And in front of me, there's the one fanatic, and then Lucas is in combat with one fanatic, and then Vincent's in combat with two,
Free.
three. Can I, what's the,
You're
can
being
I slip
charged
past
by
the guy I'm
one.
fighting
What?
and help Lucas?
Yeah, but you'll be struck. He'll get a free hit on you.
Okay.
Which might then set you on fire.
Yeah.
And if I pull back towards Leopold, he'll get a free hit as well.
No, because you can make the fallback option, which is a double action, and in that case he won't be able to strike you.
I'm gonna do that.
All
So
right.
I think I could do more damage with my sling right now than I can
All right.
in hand to hand.
You disengage from the crazy man and run back towards Lorenzo, Leopold, and Gennaro. The man, of course, is spewing insults at you, and he will give chase. You can be sure about that. Although, towards whom I'm yet to determine. Meanwhile, Lucas, you are
Okay.
man. You are burning alive. I actually need to check the rules for burning because I haven't used them literally in years.
Let me ask this real quick, because obviously I don't have a whole lot of time to make a decision. Is it just my arm that is on fire, or is it spread?
Well, actually, it begins to spread, but you know, you are still taking fire damage. Let's just say.
Right. I guess my question is, if I have two options: stop, drop, and roll, or rip the sleeve off, or do I only have one option, which is stop, drop, and roll?
You have, from what I understood, you have leather armor, right?
Right.
You won't be able to turn a sleeve.
Okay. Then I'm gonna stop, drop, and roll, and hope that they don't smash me again, because you know.
Alright. First of all, wait a second.
The guy has a two-handed weapon, though. I don't think you want to be on the ground.
But I also don't want to be on fire.
One hurts more than the other.
Yeah, but see, he could miss me. The fire is already on me.
First of all, roll for. Okay, tell you what. You can either attack him, do something, or you can try to douse the flames.
Yeah, douse the flames is what I want to do.
Roll for your agility. Because if you fail, you get a.
Which I did not fail.
Great.
Yeah.
Because, flaming damage is very nasty in second edition. You've managed to put out the fire, you know, from your arm. It still hurts, but at least you are no longer burning. Of course, the man will try to use this opportunity and cave your skull in, but we shall see about that. Leopold, you see that Sally is running towards you, and you can hear insults thrown at him from one of the apparently crazy people trying to kill you.
Fire!
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But I can't see the guy yet. Is that what you're saying?
No, not yet.
All right. I'm done with Lorenzo, and I ready my sling, and I start making haste towards Sally and swinging my my sling,
So
getting ready
you
to
are-
shoot.
Alright, so you are letting the mule off.
Yeah.
Alright, and you are running towards. You are. I mean, you had.
I'm running in support of Sally. Yeah.
Alright, you had your sling out.
Yeah.
Alright.
I had it out. Yeah, I had it out before, but
Okay.
now I'm ready to shoot whatever comes around the corner.
Okay, so you put a stone inside the sling, and you not really running, but you are moving your way towards Sally.
Yeah. Yes.
Alright, cool. So that was Leopold. So now it's Vincent.
All right.
You're facing three crazy guys.
Yep, I'm going to do a swift attack again
Okay.
on the one I've been working on, at least for the first attack.
Alright.
Success.
Great.
And then it's D4, let's see, D10 plus 4, so I did the little macro, so that's 10 total.
Alright, it's a 10 total. You struck him right in the center mass. Yeah, you can feel that the steel tip of your spear punched something vital inside. The man vomited blood, but amazingly he's still up.
Okay.
Second attack minus 10%.
Alright. Do you still want to go after that same guy? If I know I hit something vital, I'll probably go for the other wounded guy. If I hit.
Well, you're not.
I don't. I miss.
You tried to strike the other guy, the one that's been slightly. No, the one that's not injured at all, actually. But he managed to dance back from your strike.
Alright.
Now it's their turn. We'll do your guys first. The one that managed to dodge your blow is striking out with his sensor, and he managed to hit. Right, the sensor is flying towards your arm. Please.
All right. I'll do a parry.
Cool. Great.
Nice.
I've been on the ball today.
Yeah, you stopped the strike on your shield. Meanwhile, the almost dead guy, he flings his sensor towards your skull in a last-ditch attempt to, go to Sigmar in glory. Dodge.
All right. I will do dodge blow. Ain't nothing.
You saw the sensor flying inches from your face. You could feel the heat. From it. Meanwhile, the last guy is taking full damage from the fire, so we shall see. It's D10 plus.
Oh wow,
something.
D10. Jeez.
Yeah, D10 plus 3, but without armor and toughness. Yeah.
Ouch.
And basically, the
Ooh.
flames spread. The man turned into a human torch. And screaming in agony, just began to run towards the nearest alley, blazing. He is burning for you. Yeah. Sally, the crazy guy, he's following you. But we shall see if he'll charge Leopold instead. I shall roll D4. 1, 2 is Leopold, 2, 4 is you. It's Leopold.
Of course it is.
Seeing, obviously a heathen, he yells something in Sigmar's name! And charges towards you. His flaming Morgenstern flies towards your arm. Dodge, man.
Yep. Agility. I guess by half.
If you don't have dodge, yeah, then it's out.
Yeah, I don't.
You could alter it by 10% with the luck point if you want, right?
Yeah, but you have to declare it now. If
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Alright?
Because I don't want to be set on fire.
Alright. So it's half
I have a
plus
pet
10%.
peeve about being set on fire.
You just saw the guy on fire running by.
I don't know if I did see that. He was around the corner. All right, so I spent a luck point for plus 10%, and boom! Aha! I didn't need it, but that's okay.
Yeah. You've jumped back, the flaming Morgenstern flew right past you. Whew! Lucas, you've managed to pat down your arm, but the man is trying to kill you, all the same. And he completely misses his attack, smashing the ground with his flaming weapon. Yeah, it's all good. Sally.
Things are looking up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna weapon change. I need to get in on this so we can get the bonus.
So what are you going to do?
I want to get out the sword.
So are you alright? So you are having sling in one hand and sword in the other.
Or actually club. I want to try and strike to stun here.
Does club has the ability to strike to stun actually? Because I don't think it has. It's a
I
single.
think all hand.
No,
hand weapon.
it's a hand weapon. It's you can't strike to stun using it. It's a heavy iron, iron-tipped club. If you struck someone with it, you just kill him.
Oh, so I need like a blackjack or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll. Yeah,
He's
I'm
crazy. Let's kill him.
just going in with the sword then, I guess.
All right, you pull out the sword, and in the other hand you have the sling. What now?
I'm gonna strike.
All right, you are striking the man fighting Leopold.
Yeah.
Okay, right, strike.
Can I use a luck point for the 10%?
If you have it, sure.
I need 49. Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, you try to strike the man. However, he did manage to block your strike with his weapon, surprisingly. Lucas. Let's do this.
Okay, so what's the deal with the parrying stance?
Pairing stance, basically.
You get a free parry.
Do you get to attack?
Yeah, you can do a
Yeah.
half action attack with a parrying stance.
Wait a second. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, because
just
I think
a-
parrying stance. Yeah, yeah, it's just a half action. So you can do a regular attack and in a parrying stance, and then when you're attacked, you essentially get an extra parry.
Mm,
Which
you
doesn't
don't
take a
have.
skill, right?
No, it's
Okay.
a free parry.
actually, wait a second, because I'm checking the skills right now, and parrying stance.
It's not defensive.
It's not-
We kind of had this conversation.
Yeah, I
think a
remember
couple.
about that, but where was this?
Yeah, it's an
divided?
action in the combat section.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
It's a half action. It's called. I'm trying to remember what it was called for you. Just-
no.
It's.
I
It's
know. I see it.
for,
I see it. It's in Polish. It's it's really badly translated. However, it's I think it is, but it's double action according to this. And it
Oh
means
no,
that-
that's defensive stance.
yeah.
That's different.
No, it's
Yeah,
something. It's a like careful attack, and careful attack means that you get a minus 10% to weapon skill, but
That's guarded attack for us.
Yeah, that's guarded attack.
alright.
Parrying stance is
Go 4 more or go 3 more. So you got jump, leap, maneuver, and then at the top you have parrying stance. Well, we do.
Oh yeah, I see it. Parrying stance.
It's a
Oh,
half.
it's a single action. Yeah, okay, of course it is. So it's just a normal parry, but
Yep.
the one that you declare, of course, sure.
So I will get to attack and have a parry ready.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
And
that's-
if you'd have a shield, then you'd have 2 parries.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
Yeah. I'll
So, yeah.
remember this time, guys. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay. So I get a normal attack with no modifiers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I hit.
Nice.
You've managed to strike the man right in his leg with your
Okay.
hatchet. Roll
And then
damage.
I rolled 6 damage. Well, 2 damage plus 4.
All right.
So 6.
6 damage total in his leg. You've opened the gash. The man yelped in pain, but he's still up. Leopold. You
Okay,
and Sally
so-
are fighting one man.
Okay. Am I too close to use my sling?
By the way, sorry, just one thing. Behind you, you
Mhm.
can hear the sounds of mule galloping away.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'd rather be alive than have the mule.
Yeah.
At this point.
You know, braying with fear because, well.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are you going to do?
I have the sling in my hand ready to go. Can I use it, or do I need to back up, or what can I do?
You can use sling in close combat.
I cannot use it. Okay.
No. You need a,
Then-
you need a space to, like, use it.
he was like he was slinging it around before, like ready to shoot when the guy charged. Like
Yeah, but then he jumped me.
Yeah.
So
Then
Yeah.
you jump him, so you know.
yeah. All right. So I'm gonna have to drop my sling and whip out my club and dagger and be
Yeah.
ready to go.
So, as a free action, you drop your sling. One action, club. The other action, dagger. You are good to go. You are ready to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Vincent, your turn.
All right. So
you should get a bonus, right? A Leopold.
Leopold, yes, and Sally as well. You guys will have a plus 10% bonus to strike him.
Okay.
Because you are both fighting him.
hmm I just got caught with my pants down because
Yeah.
the guy jumped.
That's what I was going for by charging in. So at least we would both get
Yeah.
the bonus.
No,
fighting him.
it was a good thing to do. I'm as usual. I'm caught flat-footed. So
all right. So I got two opponents left, and I hit one pretty hard. Does he look like he's up to a fight?
He's coughing blood, but he's still up.
All right. I'm gonna go after. I feel a little less intimidated by him now, so I'm gonna go after the fresh target.
Alright, the freshman.
Yep.
Alright.
So I'm gonna do the swift attack, so I get 2 attacks.
Cool.
Okay, that's
First-
a miss.
First missed horribly.
Second
other
at
one?
the same guy.
Yeah.
Miss.
The other as
All right.
well. You try to
Sorry.
stab him, but he jumps away from your strikes. Alright, now these two guys. They'll try to beat you to death with their weapons. First one, the freshman misses completely, spewing insults and nonsense. His flaming sensor missing you by inches. The nearly dead man is in luck. He managed to strike your arm. Are you going to parry?
I will parry.
Great.
Mm,
Remember that the shield gives you plus 10% modifier to parry.
Yeah, I've missed, but I'm going to use a luck and re-roll that.
Alright?
Oh,
Failed. Alright,
Alright.
so it's coming at me.
And the second. He managed to strike your arm for 13 points of damage.
oh.
Okay, 13 now, let's see.
No, sorry, 14 because it's a sensor. So it's
Okay.
S plus 1.
Alright, that does... Carry the 1. 14
Yeah.
minus 8 is 6, so I'm at 9 wounds out of 13.
You felt that, and you felt that hard.
Yeah.
He stroked your arm extremely with a savage force, and what's
Yep.
worse, the NAFTA. Well, we shall see if it will, cover you. Roll for agility.
Oof.
Oh,
Luck, if you.
Um,
I mean,
I'm all used up.
all right. You begin to
Ooh.
burn,
Okay.
basically. That was the second attack. Meanwhile, Sally and Leopold. You guys are fighting the man. I shall see whom he shall strike. Actually, no. He just keep attacking Leopold.
Okay.
With a savage yell. He tries to strike you down and fails horribly, smashing the ground with his burning Morgenstern. The flaming dust covers your feet. The look is, the view is quite unreal. If someone would be would be spectating this, and who knows, maybe someone is, from the empty windows of nearby houses. Finally, Lucas, that one guy facing you. He managed to hit. He managed to land a hit right on your leg.
Wow, with a 58?
Yeah, because they are using an all-out attack plus 20%, and they got 38 weapon skill.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. I have my parry though, right?
You do.
Yep.
How does that work? Is that just another?
You roll weapon skill, full weapon skill against the attack.
Fuck.
Ooh.
you have luck?
I have 1 luck point left, which I should probably use because I only have 4 hit points left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Jesus.
You didn't manage to parry it.
Right.
All right. Okay. Unfortunately, he went past your parry. I don't know. Maybe someone else wants to spend luck point for Angie.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I have a ton.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I'll spend one for sure if that's an option.
Sure. So which
Yeah.
one of you? Do you want to, Sean? All right.
Yeah, me.
All right,
I
Andy?
still have 3 left after
Okay.
that.
Roll one more time for weapon skill. You've managed to
Oh,
parry.
nice.
You've managed to
Thank you, Sean.
just in time
No
to
problem.
parry the attack of the crazy person. However, it was really gift from the gods. Yeah, and that's it for those guys. So now, Sally, you're up. Dagger and sword in hand. Your sling laying on the ground.
It's a club and sword.
Sorry, club and sword. All right, so.
I guess all out attack, right?
Yeah. All out attack. Okay. With a yell, ah! You try to strike the man down with your club.
And I get 2 attacks with this.
Do you have a attack? No.
Not
Yeah.
with all out.
Oh, so So how do I get the 2 attacks?
Swift attack. Then it's the second attack is with a minus 10%.
Yeah, they're just normal attacks though. Multiple normal attacks.
Yeah.
But you get the plus 10%
Yeah.
so it offsets.
Yeah. So the first is plus 10. The other is just
Normal.
on basic VS. You do have 2 attacks, right?
Yeah.
All right. Go for it.
Okay.
Great.
Nice.
Nice.
The first attack managed to hit the man in the leg. The second attack in the arm. Roll for the first attack for damage.
So perfect. He was one slice upward, went from leg to arm.
Yeah. The first attack managed to
Nice.
strike the man for... Yeah, actually, how much strength do you have? 3?
36. Yeah.
Yeah, so so damage. Remind me, did you manage to wound him before? I don't think so.
Wait a minute.
He did with the sling.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
hit him
yeah,
for
yeah,
6
yeah.
with the sling.
So, it was basically something like this. You struck the man with your club, breaking his ankle. He yelled in pain and fell to the ground just to be impaled on your sword.
Sweet.
The man is dead. Very,
Nice.
very dead. Good job. Now, Leopold. Sorry,
Handed
Lucas.
somebody.
Lucas. Yeah,
Okay,
don't fuck with halflings.
Yeah.
So, would I be able to, with my weapons out, charge the one that's attacking Lucas? Is he the closest? Or who's the closest?
Because you don't see
You
him.
skipped a bunch of people in initiative too.
I did?
Well,
No.
I come after Sally.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. It's Lucas.
Oh, yeah, you do.
think
Yeah.
told you. Oh, sorry. So yeah, it's Lucas right now.
I'm going to stay in the same parrying stance.
All right.
And attack.
With your weapon. Great.
Yeah, which I failed.
Yeah, you try to, anticipate his movements and to also land a strike. However, he is wary of you, and he tries to, and he dodged your attack basically. Now it's Leopold. Leopold, you
Okay.
don't see Lucas fighting the crazy because in front of you there's a street corner, and you can hear from behind the corner you can hear the sounds of battle.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I run forward yelling, "Your theology is flawed!"
All right, Vincent.
I guess I will try to put out the fire, right?
Yeah. So either attack or put out the fire.
I'll put out the fire.
Roll for dexterity.
Agility.
Yeah, same thing really. Yep.
That's not gonna do it.
You still have luck?
I do not.
Anyone else wants to use their luck?
Yeah, I'll go use it for him.
Alright. So, try one more time, Jason.
Alright. Nope.
Alright. So it's 9 damage without armor and without toughness.
Alright, then I guess I'm out. Do I have to use a fate point then?
You can do 3 things. You can either take the damage, in which case you get a single insanity point, and we shall roll on the critical hits chart. Since you're on, I believe, -3, right?
I have 4 left, so it'd be -5.
5.
Ooh.
Well, it's risky, but not too risky. We can try and see what will happen to you. You can spend fate point to either continue burning, but you'll be in the fight, or you can spend fate point to get knocked out, in which case you get an insanity point, but you'll be out of the combat for the rest of the fight.
Now, if I stay in combat, and I'm still on fire, how does that work? Do I just
You get an
willpower
insanity
check.
point. We shall roll. I mean, I presume that you are wanting to stay in combat by burning a fate point, or by trying your luck with the chart.
It would be with the fate point.
With the fate point. Then you are still burning, but you are still in the fight. basically.
So I just ignore that last damage roll.
How many do you have?
Yeah, you ignore this damage roll, but you might take damage next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My agility is not up to snuff, so I'll probably just pass out.
Just tap out.
All right. You are engulfed by flames, and you fall on the ground screaming. Do you have a bird?
A bird?
Yeah, like a facial hair,
A beard.
Beard, sorry, bird.
Oh.
My God,
Um,
it's embarrassing.
it's very short. I was like,
Yeah, now it's non-existent.
Squawks.
okay, that's
So
fine.
as your eyebrows. Basically, all right. The last thing you feel is the fire engulfing your body.
And I land in
Now,
a puddle.
depending on how long the guys will take to dispatch the crazies, we shall see what will happen with your equipment, because you are basically just burning right now. However, for some reason, divine intervention, who knows?
Lands in.
You don't feel any pain from your burns, but you are still dragged. You are still being dragged into unconsciousness.
Hmm.
Yes, it's horrible.
That's just nerve damage.
Yeah. There was a single guy fighting with you, right?
Two. One was coughing up blood, and the other one I think was fine.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
I think he. Yeah, let me go back here. I think you. Yeah, you only killed.
Yeah, only a single.
The one guy, the one guy got set on fire by his own buddy,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
burned to death.
Mm.
and then the other one took a spear to his vital organs, but
Yeah, but he's
is
still
otherwise still.
Yeah. All right. So, well, the two guys, the two of the fanatics that were fighting with Vincent, Lucas, with a mounting horror, you saw that. Well, they saw what happened to Vincent. They look at you. They yelled something unintelligible, and they've decided to help their comrade with fighting your person. So they are rushing you, but they are quite wary.
Wait. Both of them can't rush me because one of them took an action to attack Vincent, right?
No,
it was Vincent's turn, and he was burning basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that all happened last.
Right.
Okay.
Vincent failed to put himself out and drop and
Okay.
succumb to the
Yeah.
fire.
But
Okay.
they are being quite wary of what's happening, and because they see that you're probably one of the few people here who are giving them grief and are actually fighting back, so they are not charging you. They are advancing towards you at a steady pace, one at each side. But they will, basically they will try to attack you next turn.
Okay.
So this turn you just have a single crazy man trying to destroy your person. Which he tries right now, and we shall see. And yeah, his sensor is flying towards your leg. I think it's exactly the same leg as previously. You can parry.
Let's go for my parry, which I fail.
All right, might as well just go for it. Anyone wants to spend their luck points, except
I think I have
Vincent,
one
who
left.
is unconscious. Oh.
I've got 2 left. How many you got, Sally?
I think I have one left. I've used luck twice, right?
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll give him another one, and then I've got 1 left.
Like,
All right.
Are you sure?
I know for sure one time I've used it, but I think I might have used it before that.
Okay. Well, that was Vincent. Unlike with Vincent, you used it wisely twice with me because I passed that parry.
Once again, you believe in divine intervention from Tal, who saved your leg from the flaming weapon. Yeah, you've managed to block the strike just in time with your axe. By the way, Jason, count the turns. But after the 3rd turn, if by then they won't be able to either kill or drive off the crazies, we will roll for your equipment.
Okay.
So like that's the 1st turn. All right,
Got it.
yeah, you've managed to block it. Sally, you're up.
Okay, I guess I'm
Second turn now.
Running
by the
with- running with Leopold.
You're running after Leopold. All right.
Yeah.
You
Whoever
see,
he charges into combat with, I
Yeah.
want to jump in.
You see a horrible view. You see Lucas fighting a crazy flagellant guy, trying to kill him with a heavy sensor, and you see two more stalking towards him with obvious intent. And behind them, far in the distance, you see a man flailing and burning alive. But you also see Vincent lying on the ground, being slowly consumed by flames. So basically, that's what you see. And now we have Lucas. Lucas.
Okay.
my man.
So do I know
You see-
either from periphery vision
Yeah.
or anything that I have reinforcements coming?
Roll for perception as a quick action.
Perception is it's a skill. Right. Okay, here it is.
Yeah, you can hear Leopold's angry shouts, and you can hear the halfling's heavy. Well, I mean, when he wants it, of course, heavy footsteps.
Can
Coming
I?
We need to
I-
swarm one guy.
Yeah.
kill him
Can I
that way.
disengage too
Yes,
and
you
back
can-
up without? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wanted because I want to try to get closer to them because I figure three of us might be enough to make them realize.
Nope.
There's a loaded crossbow back by Gennaro too.
Yeah, well, all right. You basically push back your assailant and run back towards Sally and Leopold. Of course, the man behind you and his comrades are furious at this turn of actions, at this course of action, and will try to get you. But first, we have Leopold.
Okay.
Does Leopold still have the sling ready?
No, of course not.
That's
dropped
what
it.
sucks
It's-
about missile weapons, man.
Yeah.
It's back. It's back around the corner.
Yeah, by the way, Leopold, you see the exact same thing that I've that I've
yeah.
described. Vincent is burning alive.
Okay. So, but position-wise, I'm closer to the one that was attacking Lucas previously, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
I think we should fall back, continue to fall back and get to that crossbow. At least we get one shot. You know what I mean? Like-
Sally, you know that Gennaro won't make that shot. He is dead on his feet. He probably doesn't.
No,
even
but one of
see
us
well.
can do it though.
What?
Like one of us can do it. Like if two of
Well,
us run, stop short of the crossbow, the other one picks it up. He should be able to get a good shot in.
And then you hear Vincent yelling on fire.
yeah. Basically, you can. Hear
Oh yeah.
I'm on fire.
I mean, Vincent isn't yelling.
Where
That's
are
the
you
best
guys
thing.
going?
Vincent isn't yelling at all. He's just burning alive.
All right. I am going to. I'm just going to do a charge attack on
Towards
the guy
fighting.
who
fought.
was fighting Lucas.
All right. All right. Go for it.
Okay.
You countercharge the man.
Let's see what we got here. My wooden club of death.
Yes, blessed by Sigmar himself.
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
not really, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Says,
Metaphorically, he is blessed by
yes,
Sigmar.
for Sigmar. Oops. Whoops.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what you get. That's what you get.
Yeah.
You know, you could
Swing and a miss.
You could took it to Aldorf to be blessed by the Grand Theurgenist, but
Yeah.
no. Yeah, you countercharge the man, swinging your club, not blessed by Sigmar, and it of course stabbed on the heavy sensor this man is carrying. He screamed, "Unbeliever!" In your face, and yeah, and he'll try to cave your skull in, while the other two, one will rush Sally and one will rush Lucas using the charge action.
Oh no!
So first of all,
I was trying to avoid one-on-one because that's when it goes bad.
yeah, Leopold, you've been struck in the arm, or at least I mean, the sensor is flying towards your arm. Are you going to dodge? Are you going to parry? Or neither?
Mechanically, what's the difference?
Well, unless you have a parrying weapon in your offhand,
I do.
you do. So you parry on your full weapon skill.
Okay, I will.
Or you can dodge, but I don't think you have a dodge blow talent, so you test
I
your
don't.
agility.
Yeah.
All right.
You have
So I
one
will-
luck left, right?
What? Yeah.
I also have
He-
one luck left. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could
Um,
alter by 10%.
In that case, I advise you keep the luck and use it to just re-roll the whole roll.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna parry because I have my weapon skill isn't very good, but it's better than half my agility.
All right. Go for it.
Zoop. Ah, damn.
Yeah.
All right. We'll use my final luck point to try to not catch on fire.
Yeah.
Son of a. All right. I'm on fire.
No. First of all, you're struck,
First.
and I rolled 2d10. Oh my God! It's a 10.
Son of a.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
no.
not.
He
Well, it's
passes-
nice knowing you, Sean.
He passed the
Yeah.
second row. Once again. All right. So it's 21 damage towards your leg.
Okay. Well, let's see here. I've got one for the armor.
That's something.
I've got 2 for the toughness.
Only 2?
Yeah, only 2. My toughness sucks.
God. You're like
Come on,
frail,
this-
man.
So I've taken, what would that be?
18.
That would be 18 points of damage, and I have, I believe, 11 wounds remaining. So,
It's minus 7.
yeah. So I think I'm taking the fate point and being knocked unconscious.
All right. You boys saw that Leopold tried to countercharge the man chasing Lucas. Unfortunately, the man... oh, by the way, remember that Vincent and Leopold, you guys just acquired 1 insanity point each.
Okay.
Who did?
Vincent and... not Lucas, sorry. My God. Vincent
Yeah, Vincent and Leopold.
Yeah. It's
Mhm.
like 2 guys with letter L, and I'm confused. Okay, you saw the man. He just smashed Leopold to the side. Leopold did a somersault in the air, and just fell in a heap under building's wall. For some miraculous reason, he did not caught fire. Yeah, but you're out.
Hey, you got that going for you.
Yeah.
The other 2, they are rushing, each of you in turn. The heavily wounded one rushes towards the halfling, thinking him being an easier target to deal with, and he misses completely like a chump. His flaming weapon, producing a cloud of burning ash, while the other one, the freshman, is running towards the deadly lumberjack from Talabheim and misses completely as well. Although, yeah, it was a close one. So now we have a new turn. Sally, you're up. It's not looking good for you guys, just so you know.
I'm trying to think. Would I have a better chance breaking off and trying to lure them away, and just rendezvous with you guys somewhere else?
Well, you can try. I mean, you're certainly fast enough. However, you don't know what will happen to your comrades, and you don't know what will happen to Gennaro. He's not in any shape to run away. Yeah, the mule just,
I guess the other question is, should I continue fighting this one guy, or should I break off and try and help Lucas so we get the bonus at least? I would lose an attack, right?
If you try to help Lucas, the heavily wounded guy will have a free attack on you.
Okay, I can. So
I think you just try to kill as many of them as you can. So just start wailing on.
Yeah, and this guy's heavily wounded, so if you can do 1 solid hit, you'll probably drop him anyway.
yeah.
And
I
Yeah,
have
just do
to
your
come
swift
help
attack
somebody.
again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to use my 2 attacks. So
Alright.
is that attack, or
That's-
is that...
That's swift attack.
That's a swift attack. Full weapon skill on the first one, minus 10%. Oh my god, it's...
I'm going to
Yeah,
use my last luck.
yeah, yeah,
Get out of that.
yeah. No.
Okay, at least it's not a botch. And,
Yeah.
it's one.
You've almost lost your weapon as you try to swing your club. You've caught it just in time, but you've missed completely. Lucas, it's your turn now.
Okay, let me ask this. I can't draw my dagger as a second offhand parrying weapon and still go into a parry stance and attack, correct?
Yeah, you can draw your dagger and then declare parrying, but I'm not sure if that's a wise thing. I mean, you don't have to. These guys only attack. They have one attack, technically speaking, and I even should not be able to. I mean, I shouldn't be telling you this, but yeah, they have. So
Well, I think we would have figured that out by now, but
well, who knows?
yeah.
I think just stay on the offensive at this point. That's all we could really do. Like,
Okay,
just
yeah.
keep it-
I guess I'm going to stay in the parrying stance, so I get a parry
All right.
and attack normal.
Because with a weapon in your offhand, you have a free parry. So now,
Nice hit.
so then you could make like aimed attack with your main weapon for that tasty plus 10% bonus.
But I hit.
Yeah, you hit. All right. So yeah, the hatchet goes right towards his arm. Roll for damage.
7
7
total.
I think they have armor on this. Okay. You slashed his arm open. He doesn't really care. He grunted, somewhat in pain, but not really. And now he's trying to return the favor.
Let me ask, how to just, and this is out of curiosity,
Yeah.
how does that is affected by the fact that they're using two-handed weapons?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I would think, and this is just, I'm not trying to negotiate for a better deal. I would think that if I just did 7 points, or whatever, 5 points, or how many ever points of damage it ended up being, to his arm, by putting a big gash in it, lifting a two-handed weapon would be significantly harder.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's there are like two schools of this. There are people who are playing that with like taking every single thing into account like this. Like opening gashes in arms, or puncturing I don't know, lungs or something like that. But honestly, I don't think that Warhammer was made for that kind of thing, because look at this combat. It's already taking a lot of time.
Yeah.
Are these flails?
Yeah, these are flails.
Okay. The
I
the
mean,
two
not-
dice
not-
only
not-
happens.
Not all of them are flails. I believe that the one
Okay.
facing Lucas is using a Morgenstern, actually.
Oh, what's
That he just hit
that?
me with.
Yeah, but you can try to parry it.
Yeah.
Is that a morning star?
No, it's a Morgenstern, which I.
It's a big... It's a sensor that's burning, isn't it?
Actually, the sensor is the sensor. It's just sensor. I don't know what's it's called in English. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I'm just
Polish,
looking
it's-
at the weapons. I'm
It's
trying to
Polish,
figure out.
It's under the lance in the weapon table. But maybe because
But- I successfully parried.
yeah, you managed to block it. Yeah, I mean, I think in Dark Heresy, the Warhammer 40k RPG, things like blood loss and things like that are taken into account. But then again, I also DM Dark Heresy for a long time, and combat there takes even longer.
Yeah, I don't see a weapon like that on the.
Oh, it's well, there's a couple different pictures. The ones that mostly come up are the spiky ball on the end of a chain.
Yeah, and it's exactly that.
So that is a morning star.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Yes.
that sounds. Yeah, Morgan is definitely morning. I don't know what
Yeah,
Stern
but,
is.
But in Polish rulebook there are Morgensterns and there are those sensor-like weapons. However, that weapon, I don't think it's a sensor per se, because sensor is something used in religious ceremonies, filled with incense.
Right.
And this is a weapon like normally it's a long shaft with like 3 balls on the chains,
Right.
Like a flail.
Yes, I know how it sounded. Sorry. Oh my god. Yeah. Andy, you've managed to block the strike. of a single ball. From smashing your legs to from smashing your collarbone to splinters.
Because there's those weapons, they only get the 2 dice on the first round of combat.
Yeah, I'm. Whoa. But no, only sensors. Morgensterns have the impact quality for every single round, actually. But like I said, it's different in English rulebook. I mean, different names. So
yeah, because
unless you would send me a screen of the page, then I would tell you which weapon is which.
Do they not have the tiring quality?
No.
They have impact. Okay,
Yeah.
ours has impact and tiring.
Mine says just impact on both of them.
Okay. Polish weapons are a lot more significant because we don't have anything like that.
Maybe I have a pre-errata rulebook, I don't know. But honestly, I don't use errata that much. Mainly because I already have enough problems to remember all the rules as it is.
You said earlier that it was some of them were badly translated, so I wouldn't be surprised if things got dropped.
Yeah, and it's not even badly translated. The whole, I mean, I like second edition a lot, but the whole thing is botched. For example, in the Old World Armory, there are all sorts of nonsense about earning numbers, because apparently there were 2 teams of people. One team was writing the background, the lore, and the other team was writing the rules. So there's this. People are wondering always in my games or in any game of Warhammer Fantasy, how can a peasant enter any city in the Old World? Paying the fee. Because apparently a peasant only earns a single gold crown during a year, according to the Old World Armory. Yeah, which is nonsense. Because how else would these people be able to sell their goods in cities like Aldorf or Naun or Talabheim? Yeah, so it's you have to take it with a pinch of salt. And I mean, these guys, they are wounded, but remember that they are also crazy and they are religious-driven fanatics. So in essence, they don't feel any pain. They will die. They will probably die after combat, but they don't feel any pain. So anyway, Lucas, you've managed to block the one that was attacking you. Sally, your guy. He tries to kill you. How rude! And he misses. Yeah. The weapon's head just smashes the ground all around you, but you are managing to dodge it. Now, suddenly you can hear something like, "I'll show you, bastards!" And then the loosed crossbow string. Bang! Gennaro is on station. Holy shit! I think he actually might hit.
Did he hit?
Okay, for dramatic's sake, let's say that he hit.
You mean from divine intervention's sake?
Yeah. 1 to Sally's, 3 for Lucas. Sally, he managed to strike your guy,
who's already pretty wounded.
Yeah, and basically, Sandy, you see that a crossbow bolt smashed into the armpit of the chain weapon wielding fanatic, driving all the way inside his body. The man issued a terrible scream and fell on the ground dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. So that only leaves what?
2.
2 of them. One. Oh yeah. All right. So now, after that, Sally, it's your turn.
I'm charging the guy that's fighting Lucas.
Yeah. All right. You do that with a shout. You charge the man, swinging your club and sword. You have +10, +10, +20%.
+20 for both attacks.
For the first attack, +20. For the second attack, no, for the second attack you strike with your. No, you're making a charge, so it's only a one attack.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a +20% attack, so it's all good.
Okay.
Roll for it.
Cross your fingers.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh.
He's still in 77 though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good thing. Your attacks stroke the haft of the man's weapon, producing sparks and making his bows jingle. Sorry for that. Yeah. Lucas, it's your time.
Okay, so I'm going to stay in the parrying stance. That's worked well for me.
Of course.
But I get a
bonus
+10, right, because of Sally?
Yes, you get +10
Okay.
of Sally.
Which I didn't need. I hit.
Great. Roll
Nice.
damage.
Put him down.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice. 24. It's arm. So -4.
Do I need to keep track of turns over 3?
Yeah,
Oh.
this is the second turn right now, I think.
It's third actually.
Oh, is it third already?
Uh,
I'm just wondering if I have to keep count past 3 or if it's just keeping count to 3.
Keep count to 5. After 5,
Okay.
yeah, I'll tell you later, basically. All right, you've managed to smash your hatchet into his arm, opening another gash. This time he yelled, but he's fueled by hatred and blind devotion, so he's still on his feet, although barely. So that's a good thing. Right, these guys. One of them charges Sally, while the other one will fight you. Sally. Oh, the man tried to strike you, and it looked basically like this. You just made a
Yes.
step backwards, the head of his sensor flayed up and came crashing down on his skull. The man basically brained himself.
He teabagged himself.
Yeah.
I've been wondering when these guys were going to get a botch. Ugh.
Yeah, and well, he fell to the ground completely dead, while the
Nice.
other one is trying to do the same to Lucas.
This is the only way we're defeating these guys. They've already taken care of 2 of themselves.
And now it's a
Holy
very
crap.
important roll because his bows are coming towards your groin.
And I successfully parried.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you've managed to protect your family jewels.
I think I killed a guy, right?
Yeah, well,
Yes, you did.
yeah.
Yep.
From the
Gennaro did.
yeah, Gennaro.
No, but Sally also did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hand of all things.
You managed to protect your groin from the man's furious attack. Of course, he's spitting curses at both of you, not caring at all what will happen to him. So now, Sally.
I'm taking both attacks again.
All right, great. Plus 10% for the first. For the second, your base.
So the first one hit.
Yeah, the first one
And
hit. Roll for
second
damage.
one. Second.
Always roll for damage first when you're making swift attacks. So like if the first one hits, then roll for damage, and then
So,
do
8.
another.
What's your...
Strength is 3.
Strength 3, 11. Alright,
11.
basically you skewered the man right through his ribcage. He vomited blood and sagged to the ground, almost wrenching your sword from your hand. He's dead.
So that's the last of the cultists, right?
Well,
Yes.
they were not cultists, they were Sigmarites.
Sigmarite cultists.
Yeah.
Okay. Then on my turn, I want to rush to try to get Vincent, not on fire.
Yeah, I presume you do that. You can hear Leopold moaning quietly from right under the wall to your left. Yeah, but you rush Vincent, and you see with horror that he's burning merrily. You can feel the horrible stench of burning skin and hair, and you also see that much of his equipment has been damaged by the flames. All right.
Yeah, I take my blanket and start.
Yeah, dousing the fires, of course. You do that, and you actually manage to after a few furious pats on Vincent's prone form, you manage to kill the flames, consuming his body. Well, it doesn't look good. I mean, it's getting pretty dark, and the street is gloomy. But even in that gloomy street, you can see that he's been heavily burned. Although, fortunately, most of those burns, well, his equipment took most of the heat. He doesn't have like any facial hair, and his brows and eyelashes have been burned out. Makes him look really weird.
I'm gonna take some of
look
the
like
ash.
a zombie.
I'm gonna take some of the ash on my fingertip and draw in his eyebrow. No, I'm just kidding.
Draw me a really nice mustache
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna draw you a child molester mustache.
and gigantic sideburns.
Yes. Burns is the right word. All right, Vincent. Now, you need to roll for your equipment, basically.
All right.
Because the fire either destroyed or damaged it. So every single piece of your equipment that you have to roll a d10.
All right.
With your armor and weapons being, they will be destroyed on a roll of 10, and damaged on a roll of 6+.
Okay. All right. So we'll start with dagger.
Dagger, alright, but dagger will be nothing, alright, dagger is fine.
Okay.
Your spear?
Spear.
The spear
damaged.
or you have a low quality spear right now, basically.
All right.
This means.
I should track this as I go.
Yeah, I mean, guy making notes.
Yeah, I got it. So spear is low quality.
Yeah.
All right. Then shield. Is okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's, I mean,
Alright.
the things that are okay are singed, but they are fine otherwise.
Okay. Then let's go to armor. Now I've the pieces of leather armor.
Alright?
That's work. Do I do each piece individually?
Yes.
Okay, so just
Fine.
call out
Alright,
what you're
so
doing.
I guess the sleeved jacket, leather jacket,
Okay.
is destroyed.
Yeah, it's been burned to cinders, to ash.
Okay. Then the leggings,
Are they leather?
Yeah,
leather leggings are
they're one point lower quality. Poor quality leather leggings.
Probably saved his life though.
Yeah.
Helmet. Let's see, leather helmet.
Actually, sorry, no. What did I told about your clothes? That they are destroyed on a roll of only 10?
Yes.
Right.
Alright, so they're just lower quality. Okay. So now cap,
so-
right?
Yeah, that was the cap.
Alright.
So that's all my leather.
Yeah,
So that's also low quality now.
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So the male coif
Nothing.
is fine, and the male coat is destroyed.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Somehow the links just, the heat.
Changed their temper and they shattered.
Yes.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Can it be fixed?
Destroyed in that way? No, I mean, you can try, but it will probably be more worth to just buy a new set.
Yeah.
What about your backpack and things in your backpack?
Yeah, let's see here. I have like my clothing I'm wearing.
Oh yeah, roll for clothing as well.
It's just
Nothing.
clothing's
Well,
fine.
it's singed, but otherwise
Yeah.
it's fine.
Cloak.
Yeah, heavily
It-
damaged, low quality. It looks like it's like half burnt.
All right. Araby clothes.
Oh yeah, nothing.
Uh,
Oh,
Mine was
They
on the
look
left,
nice.
though.
Yeah.
Like my
Also, don't roll for the elven medallion, just so you know.
Okay. Pewter tankard. Should I roll for that?
Yeah, sure. It's pewter after all.
All right. Tinderbox.
Of course. Nothing.
Okay. Blanket.
Yeah, you
holes
won't
in the
have much
blanket.
use of it. Low quality.
Alright.
It won't protect you during a cold night.
Rose water.
Yeah, it's the heat, like damaged the bottle, so most of it just evaporated.
All right. Water skin. Whoops, that's
Yeah.
not right. Water skin.
It
Is-
leaks.
Okay. And then I think that's it.
The bag itself, the backpack itself.
Oh, right. It's
Nothing.
fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Seems but fine. All right. Yeah, and you have a temporary minus 5% to your fellowship because of the burned out. Because you look strange, basically.
All right. For
But you
Ever-
know who you don't look like? The accursed
That's
area.
what
Yeah, but actually, Jubal Falk will not be able to find out who you are. You look like a cursed Darius, but without hair. I think you're innocent. Now I'm going to find the accursed Darius and hang him.
All right. So that's permanent for fellowship.
No, it's
Right.
until you grow them back.
Okay.
Until
All
you grow
right.
them back. They've managed to save your face just in time, because 2 more turns and you would permanently lose your hair on your face, because the fire would just burn the roots. Yeah. You would look like a bald guy from Wissenland.
The old bald guy from Wissenland.
Yeah. So, you guys are up. Gennaro is holding the crossbow weakly, not quite believing that he actually managed to take down a guy with it. Nonetheless, he did. Leopold, you are getting up with a moan of pain. You can feel your entire leg just throbbing with pain, but other than that, you think it's in one piece. The mule is gone. Run away. Yeah, and you are making your way towards the rendezvous point, I guess, or not, because I don't really know that.
Yes.
Could we
Yeah.
could we try to retrieve Lorenzo?
You can try, but consider the following: you are all badly hurt, heavily wounded, and from the sounds coming from all around the Talgat, from all around Talgat, you know that there are more of those crazies out there. If you are going to go on a merry search for a mule, you almost certainly invoke more trouble.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I
think
lost clothes, basically. That's all I lost with.
yeah,
the whole,
I lost a great axe, and that was it. So
We lost that longbow.
Oh, yeah.
That
Oh.
longbow is worth probably a couple hundred gold.
Yeah.
What about the war
But-
chest? Where are you keeping it?
I
I've
don't
always
know.
assumed that. Well, let's
Something.
open his character. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
All right.
yeah, I'm gonna assume, but again, you know what happens when you assume that we wouldn't be dumb enough to leave that on an animal. But
Yeah, you have it on you. No.
I lost the expensive Araby clothes and street clothes on Lorenzo.
Yeah, the only thing we really lost was the best quality longbow.
Yeah, the only thing I have on Lorenzo was a week's worth of rations, so that's gone.
All right. So you're making your way forward, I guess.
Mhm.
Okay. You managed to finally reach your destination. The crooked. What's the word?
Shoe.
Crooked Shoe Tavern. You lay low in one of the alleys, making sure that it's free of giant rats and crazies. However, there's a dead body nearby. Probably one of the victims of the Grey Ogre. You're not too sure. You don't want to check it out.
How much
Yeah.
time do we have until 10 bells?
About 2.5 hours.
I have the heal skill. Is that time to use it?
Do you have something to heal your partners with?
Well, that's what I don't have in my book, so I don't know what.
Normally, you would need a medic's bag, or bandages, or something like that. However, you can. I mean, it's normally not allowed, but I do allow it. You could use I don't know, rags, parts of your clothing. Of course, it would mean that your clothes would be destroyed if you decide to rip them to shreds. And
I still have a healing draft. I think Vincent needs it.
Vincent is heavily wounded.
I'm not too bad because I used the fate point.
Okay. Sorry.
But
I forgot about that.
I'm at 9 out of 13 wounds, so.
Okay.
Well, let me ask, what shape would my blanket be in? Because after you putting out fire out with it, if it's not usable as a blanket, that could be a source of bandages if we need them. But that's the other thing too, is I'm not entirely sure what kind of wounds we have.
You can use it as bandages. However, they will only heal half of the wounds normally. That would normally.
But I guess because Okay, I might be. It sounds like I'm overthinking it. So yeah, what shape would my blanket be? And then from putting out Vincent, would it be too burnt to be used as a blanket?
No, not really. You can still use it as a blanket. It's a little bit there's a little soot on it, and certainly the edges have been burned, but it's not looking too bad. It's not low quality.
Oh, okay.
If that's what you're asking.
Okay, because if I'm going to cut anything up, I'd rather cut up the good quality Arabian clothing for bandages than my clothes or the blanket. But if I can use that time to help heal any of the wounds, I would like to do that.
All right, you can. Sure.
Okay.
Did we get wounds back from taking a nap earlier?
One wound each. Those who slept can add a single wound to their character sheets.
Okay.
Done.
Alright, cool. So, are you using your blanket to...
No, I was going to use the fine quality Arabian
Alright,
clothing.
however, you do need to do this on the street, not in a filthy alleyway.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can. How long? I guess how would it take the whole 2.5 hours, or because we don't want.
It would take a few minutes, really.
Okay, yeah.
Switch Vincent and Gennaro's clothes, so Gennaro could play a burn victim that got attacked by fanatics, and we could just go into the inn, and they wouldn't think twice about his coughing.
Do we want to put his filthy germ-covered clothes on Vincent?
I could dress as an Arab, since my eyes are all jacked up.
Yeah, because
this is how we look. Having you ever seen an Araby person? We don't have hair on our face.
Because that won't attract Sigmarites.
Yes, they are known for their tolerance towards foreign cultures.
Well, I think we need to get inside if we can, and that might be a way to do it.
They wanted Gennaro, and you know that Gennaro is coughing like crazy. He's sweaty. He's got shivers, and he has gray patches on his skin. He looks like a victim of the plague.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thought.
Lucas, are you trying to help them?
Yeah, I mean, I want to try to heal myself and or whoever else I can.
Okay, so roll for each one of you, including yourself. Roll for heal.
Okay, what skill is that on?
It's intelligence.
Intelligence. Okay, for some reason I had it marked agility, and I knew that wasn't it. So the first one, I guess, would be for myself.
Maybe
Oh,
it is. Maybe it is. Wait a second.
I have all the ones in the advanced skills marked agility, so I know it's wrong.
Oh yeah, sorry. Spell this. Yeah. It's intelligence actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess the first one would probably be myself, since it'd be easier to heal other people if I am healed some.
Probably.
Which I failed.
I'll be back in a sec.
Oh, it's a botch. That's great. I'm out of luck points.
How much HP do you have?
4.
You have 3.
And suddenly nobody else wants to let me heal them.
You've tried to put bandages on your wounds, however you've managed to press on your wound too hard, and it sent a shiver of agony down your body. So it's
Okay. Then I guess who would be the most damaged at that point?
Sean, how much HP do you have?
I'm only down 2 wounds, so I have 12 left.
Sally?
I'm down 2 wounds as well. I have 11 left.
So I think Jason.
Okay.
Which is Vincent.
Okay. I failed, but
No,
didn't
this
botch
wasn't
it.
much.
Crazy. I didn't think we were going to get out of that.
Yeah.
At this point, I think probably not worth trying to heal Sean.
You can.
No, I'm good.
Well, yeah, I
don't
think.
want you
I think.
touching me.
Well, no, but I think for only 2 points, and you said I think only half, so at 1 versus the chance of a botch is just not worth it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm good.
I do, however, have 1 healing draft that I'm going to use on myself, since I am down to 3.
Wait
And
a
you
second, because I need to check one more thing. Because I don't think if 3 is lightly or heavily wounded. So, and healing draft won't work on a heavily wounded person.
Oh.
It will only bring single HP back for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
actually, it's okay. You are still lightly wounded.
Okay.
So we can.
And so that gives me 3 then?
Let me see. My players almost never use them, so I don't.
I'd forgotten I had them until they were just talking about them a second ago. Or had it, not had them.
Wait a second, I'm going to check this in the. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. It will bring back 4 hit points.
4?
4,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So you're
Nice.
So you're on 7.
That puts
right?
me to 7. Yeah.
That's better than 3.
Yep.
Most definitely. So you are waiting for Eladio to actually appear. Of course, you've tried to help people with your fine Arabic clothing, Lucas, but alas, it was not meant to be. Your Arabic clothing has been torn to shreds and, well, not really used to its full effect.
I didn't like the color anyway.
Yeah.
So I had good quality clothes. So does that just drop down to regular quality clothes then?
Yeah.
No, it's low quality, I thought. Wasn't it? Oh, you had good, so now it's down to regular. Okay, I see
yeah,
what you're saying.
it's down to regular. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are waiting in this filthy back alley with you can see a few bodies laying on the main street, rotting there. There's also that body behind you. You've passed packs of giant rats that were eyeing you hungrily before moving on to easier prey, of course.
Could we have grabbed whatever the weapons that the fanatics had?
No, not.
Because my spear is damaged.
Yeah,
So-
but you've moved on already. So
Okay.
yeah.
Actually, for your clothes, one thing I had it that they weren't damaged. That essentially your armor took all the damage.
Oh.
Did you have? It was your cloak
yeah,
that went down.
Cloak is
okay.
damaged, but your clothes are okay. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, your clothes are fine. So
Alright.
whatever they are, they are. But your cloak I have written down as it's down to low quality now, unless it was higher quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the cloak, I don't like. Clothing has quality levels. I don't think a cloak has. Does cloak? Well, maybe I'll just put poor quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it
you have a
does.
poor
Okay.
quality cloak. Anyway.
Okay.
You are waiting in the alley. Sally.
Mhm.
Sally. No, Sally. not Leopold. Sally. Suddenly, you feel a cold barrel of the gun pressing to the back of your head, and you hear the cock sound of the weapon, and you hear the nicest Italian accent. You speak, and you speak swiftly. Who are you, and why do you wish to enter the city? You actually haven't heard the man as he approached from behind you and placed the barrel of the gun to your head. You guys, of course, are all in the alley, so I presume that you turn around and you see the man as he stands there, dressed in a completely different attire, dark leather armor, a rapier strapped to his side, powder pouches, powder and ammo pouches all around his belt, and a nasty-looking pistol aimed right at the halfling's head. There's no more of his, jolly southern demeanor. You can already see that this man means business. There's also a pack on his back. Well,
Who's trying to duplicate the antidote?
antidote for the plague.
Yep.
Yeah. By the way, you can also turn around. I mean, you guess that he probably won't shoot you. It's just more of a precaution.
Let's turn around then.
You look into the barrel of a pistol. Of course, Gennaro is like growling something and trying to make a move, but he's too weak to do anything really. He looks at you. He looks at you all, and says, "We must go at once. The captain is dead. He turned his pistols upon himself. If the Skaven are hunting for you, we must be swift as shadows. Come, we go."
Okay.
You actually don't know what is Skaven.
The who?
Rats who walk like men.
Hmm.
He hands several black cloth bags to each of you. These are for later. No time for questions now. Later in the tunnels we will speak. And then he sets off at a fast pace towards south, moving as swiftly as he can, while also making sure that you'll be able to follow him without any problems. Of course, Gennaro is, traveling significantly slower, but you guess that if two of you would help him, then you would make better speed. Are you helping him, or...?
Yeah,
Yes.
Alright. 2 hours afterward, he runs you through a dense copse of trees that goes right up to the walls of the Talabheim. Above you, the wall of the crater looms in the darkness. It's of course completely dark now. You see that Eladio pauses at a particular big oak and produces a pair of storm lanterns from his packs. He lights both and hands one to Yulkas. Tells you to the rear with that one. He winks at you all and then walks right into the tree. You see that he disappears, basically, walking right into the tree.
I didn't hear what he said before he disappeared. I heard you say it, but I didn't understand it.
To the rear with that one.
To the rear.
Oh,
So basically, he takes one lantern and walks in front, and he, tells you to walk at the rear with the other one.
And what did he give us?
A storm lantern.
No, before like
that,
pack?
he gave you Each of
A
you
black
a
sack?
single black canvas pack, but you don't know what's inside.
Okay.
You guess that now it's not the time to check it out, since your guide just disappeared inside a huge oak, as if he
Yeah, I'm gonna-
walked right.
I'm gonna shove whoever's nearest to me that's not Gennaro towards him. Like, get on.
All right.
I'm gonna push the tree, see if it moves. That he walked-
Actually, it's a trick. You see that he slipped through a crack in the roots and down a very cunningly carved spiral staircase.
Okay, I'm going down.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
The tunnel that Sororzano is leading you is particularly smooth, as if many feet have passed through it over centuries, which you guess probably they have. Also, in the light of both of the lanterns, the Estalians and Lucas, you can see that the craftsmanship is of top-notch quality. Eventually, the tunnel branches, leading off from the main section. You see that at this point, some of the stonework is, of course, artificial, and some of it is natural. Just natural tunnels in the under the wall of the crater. And you can also see that there are many smaller tunnel branching off into the darkness. You are actually, you don't really want to know what's in there. You don't really want to know how deep they go, and what horrors can actually lurk in those God's forsaken tunnels. After an hour about of traveling, without any of you saying a word, as well as same goes for your guide, Eladio pauses for a brief rest in a rather big natural tavern and encourages you to drink some water, which actually you are inclined to do, since suddenly you feel very, very tired. You've been practically walking non-stop for 3 hours. Gennaro is on his last legs, but he's still soldiering on. So,
Eladio, we saw these rat men pouring something into the water, some silvery substance.
I fought Skaven in my youth, and I can tell you that they are a nasty piece of work. Very dangerous, especially in large numbers, in which they usually appear. They are clever. The hounds of Sigmar, your witch hunters, try to tell you and try to tell all of the citizens of your fair empire that they are nothing but beastmen, but it is a lie. And I do not blame them, actually. After all, if if the citizens of Sigmar's holy nation would find out that a race of ratmen lives under each of the cities, there would be mass panicking, mass hysteria. As for what you saw, aye, it does sound like them. They love to use plague as weapon, toxins, poisons. I feel for Talabheim. I don't know if the plague is not already within the walls of the city. Anyway, the captain, they've blackmailed him. At least I think so. That's why he took his own life. He knew that after letting you inside, he would be signing his own death warrant. The Skaven are not forgiving. They never are.
How do you know that this water is safe to drink?
I mean, he told you to drink water from your canteens. He didn't give you any water.
Okay.
Yeah. He has his own canteen, and he actually,
I thought he was talking about the.
no,
from the stream.
there's no water here. It's a naturally made cave, formed probably over thousands of years of erosion.
I want to look despairingly at my leaking water skin.
It's like it's not. It doesn't have a hole, but the material has been damaged. So slowly the water is seeping out of it, but very, very slowly. You still have almost half of the canteen War from
Okay.
Water, so it's not bad. However, you will need a new one because this one will not be of much use to you.
Yeah.
I would ask why you want to go inside Talabheim, but I'm not sure if I really want to know. It's a dangerous thing that you are doing, my friends. Talabheim is a city of laws, but it is also a city that's well, let's just say that it's fallen prey to its own defenses, if you know what I mean.
Unfortunately, I think we're the only ones in the position to do anything about it, so
Wow.
we have to do the right thing.
I will pray to the media that you actually will be able to do something to stop these vile creatures, if indeed they want to cause all sorts of mischief in Talabheim. By the way, roll for perception, guys. Oh, wait, okay, roll for perception, yeah, each of you.
Hey!
Minus 10%, by the way.
That was way off.
Oh, I got it.
Alright.
Yeah, I failed.
Alright. So, Jason, you failed, Brian and Sean passed. Alright. Brian and Sean, suddenly you can hear a scrabbling sound, like claws on stone. The pale lights of your lanterns illuminate three wretched figures, cloaked in torn rags. The first one blinks, its eye flicker red in the darkness. The second has milky orbs that must be sightless, and the third has no eyes at all, just ragged strips of leather bound over its face. All three sniff the stale air of the cavern and hiss in union. Their rat-like muzzles pull back, revealing yellowed teeth as they brandish rusty weapons towards you. The Estalian, completely surprised, as some of you, gasps and whispers, "By the gods, my tales come to life!" Then the Skaven are upon you. But that is something for the next session.
Ah!
I
Alright.
will just quickly show you your assailants, and we'll end it here.
Going in with a lot less gear this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that's it for today. It was a fun session. I hope you liked
Yep.
it. It was a bit rough, it's true. But then again, it is Warhammer. I think that we can remove Lorenzo the Mule from our
Dun,
characters
dun,
section.
dun.
Poor Lorenzo.
Unless you want to keep him for, for all time's sakes. Let's
We'll
keep
probably get another mule. I mean,
Yeah, we'll just rename him.
Lorenzo too.
You can see in the handout section the Skaven ambush. These are the three
Yes.
horrible rat beasts that just emerged from one of the tunnels and are rushing towards you in blind frenzy. Alright, guys, for today's game, everyone gets 80 points for the game itself.
woo.
Yeah, it was a long session and a hard one, so I think you all deserve it. For each of your characters, 10 points each, of course.
Okay.
For your place of birth, Sally.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Alright. Lucas.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, it didn't really come up very much. We were either in combat or
Running.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Leopold.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the only thing, but I didn't actually do it, so I was thinking about the grave digger thing, but I didn't actually get to do that, so I'd probably say nothing from me either.
Alright. Vincent.
Nothing as far as birth location.
Alright. So, in that case, we shall go to the religion part. Sally, I'll
I
give you
crossed my-
5 points for crossed
Yeah.
fingers. Yeah, that was nice. Lucas.
Yeah, again, didn't really come up. Didn't really have a chance to come up. So
Yeah, I know. Today was a
uh,
heavy fighting session.
yeah.
Leopold.
I just tried to tell the guys that that their theology was flawed. Other than that, nothing,
Okay.
nothing,
Okay.
nothing
yeah.
else comes to mind.
Vincent. You've managed to. I'll give you 10 points because you've performed the last rites. You put silver on in the man's grave, so on. I like that. It was more right enough.
I was planning on doing it to the fanatics, but I was in no shape and
Yeah.
couldn't consciously go through with that one.
Star sign. Lucas.
My star sign is Mummet the Fool, which is sensible, intuitive, and lucky. About the only sensible thing I did all day was backing out of the combat to try to get back with the rest of them.
All right.
Other than that, not a whole lot sensible, not a whole lot intuitive. A little bit lucky that we had two of the guys essentially kill themselves, but that was through nothing on my part. So
I'll give you 5 points.
okay.
Sally, star sign.
Righteous, fearless, merciful. I said something at the end about we're the only ones in the position to do the right thing.
5 points.
Okay.
Leopold.
Cacklefax the cockerel. I didn't get a chance to be cheap, and I think Vincent pointed out that I wasn't cheap enough because he jumped the gun on me for haggling with the guy for the room. So, and then I didn't care about the money, so I think I didn't get it this time.
Yeah, not really. You weren't cheap enough.
Yeah.
Still, it was good. Vincent.
Gungren's Baldric, Master of Arms, Militant. I guess taking point throughout the town
10 points.
Yeah.
Definitely. Doom. Lucas.
Sword shall bring no justice, only suffering. Again, I don't know that really came into play.
Well, no. I mean, you could have said something when Sally killed those two guys. I mean, he killed one with a sword. Actually, both of them really. Yeah, but it didn't really come into play. Sally.
Yeah, because that's a very introspective one. I think that
Yeah.
even just being violent, I don't know, but
Yeah, but basically
it would need to be a controlled violence if that makes sense.
Yeah, and actually, you shouldn't be like. You probably should not be killing people like with impunity, but all life is sacred, something like that.
Yeah.
Actually, it works well with Tao, the god of nature. Okay, Sally, what about your star sign?
The Doom, you mean?
Sorry, Doom, yeah.
I can't think of anything for my Doom. It's blind is the maiden that shall weigh thy soul. But I thought of something for the star sign before. I gave everybody nuts and fruit.
Yeah, okay. Didn't I give you any points for the star sign or not?
Yeah,
No, you skipped
5.
him, didn't you?
No, I got 5 for star sign.
And your star sign is what? That you are actually helping people, right?
Yeah, blind. What was it? Righteous, fearless, merciful.
All right. So,
Yeah.
do you think you should get 10 points?
That's like 2 different things.
All right. You have 10 points.
Okay, 10 points for star sign. Got it.
But nothing for Doom.
I can't think of anything
All right.
for Doom.
Leopold.
So the hourglass shatters before thy last grain falls. Other than getting knocked across the street,
Yeah.
My noggin got shattered. That I don't think anything, unfortunately.
All right. Well, actually, he smashed your leg, not your. Not
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah.
I'll call my leg my hourglass.
Tattoo hourglasses over your body, just to be
Yeah,
safe.
there you go. good idea.
Vincent, what about your doom?
The tiniest of Tal's children
Oh,
will feast upon thy gut. I was keeping an eye on, looking out for rats in the alleyway, and then
yeah.
I was going to attack any that were within reach, but even if they were just smaller rats, but never came to that.
5 points.
Okay.
Ideas? Any ideas? Who came up with an idea to stay at Wiedenhoff's house?
That was Vincent or Leopold, was it?
Yeah, I think I asked how close we were to it.
Yeah, I think that originally was Vincent's suggestion, and then I just supported it.
All right, Vincent, 5 points for you.
Okay.
5 points for Sally, to Sally for his halfling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's it, basically.
All right.
You probably should have at least one, advance until our next game.
90, 100. So looks like I got 110 for Sally, 95 for Lucas, 120 for Vincent, and 90 for Leo.
Great.
How much did you get for me?
95 for you.
95.
80 for,
Okay.
80 for the game, 10 for the character, and 5 for the star sign.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, guys. What? Our next game should be in 2 weeks, 2nd of July.
Yeah. So.
I
Oh, go ahead.
I
Sorry.
don't think I'll be able to play that weekend. I'll just be moving that weekend.
All right.
That's actually what I was going to say. So, the second I can't play. I can't play next weekend either because it's my anniversary. But the 16th I won't be able to play either. But I could play the 9th and or the 23rd with no problem.
I think I could do the 9th as well.
Guys,
Okay.
what about the 9th?
Yeah, 9th.
That
Yeah.
works for me.
Great. So we shall play 9th of July.
Okay.
Same hour. Okay, so as usual, was great to play with you guys. I hope you liked it. How much fate points each of you have?
I have 3 fate points.
Yeah, I think I have 3 now.
Okay.
I have 2.
All right.
I have 2.
All right. So it's not that bad. All right. I was actually worrying that you were getting a little low, but it's not bad at all. Just so you know, I'm not planning to kill you. I want you to succeed.
Well, you are. You're just planning to make sure we have fate points left to resurrect.
Die, foolish man things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, since the Skaven are blind, we should be able to kill them easy, right?
One of
Yeah,
them.
sure you are.
One of them is.
We need some of those flagellant weapons.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We'll kill them with flatulence.
Yeah.
Flatulence, yes.
I don't know if that would work on Skaven.
It's
kind of their weapon.
It's an ergo weaponry.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you guys on the 9th. As usual, if you had any questions, just PM me on Facebook. I'll be glad to help.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
See you.
Alrighty.
Bye.
All right.
Cool.
See you.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.